You're actually good, which is surprising. And we're live, boys. What's good? What's good? Good evening. We got Bad Bunny in the house, dog.
Where is Man Bunny?
Right here. Don't you see him? He's right there, dog.
Look at the camera, stupid.
We got Bad Bunny in the building. What's
Oh
going on,
shit!
people? Glenn, what's good? Papa, what's good? Romo,
That's
little
crazy. That's what
Apple.
happens when you. That's what happens when you miss episodes. Masa's saucy as fuck now. Now we have a new Bad Bunny.
We got a new bunny, guys. We had to kill the other one, so we got a new one. We had to kill the. We had to kill the
I
bunny.
can hear you laughing at that shit.
We got a new bunny, y'all. Bad bunny.
Man Bunny,
We got a real
baby.
Bad Bunny now. we, we killed the old Bad Bunny. He got too fit for us. He got too fit
For us, bitch.
Oh, you want me to get at you? Want me to get at you real quick? Want me to get at you real
Nah,
quick?
hell yeah.
Let me see your back real quick. Let me see your back real quick.
Fat shame
one
me.
time,
Fat shame me on there.
Let me see your back one time, dog. Let me see
We're
your
gonna
back one
cancel
time,
you.
dog.
This is gonna be your show. We're gonna sue you for everything.
What up, Fernando? What up, Jules? Daisy, Cray, Carlos, Romo.
Fuck that shit. That
That's
shit
enough.
fine as fuck,
That's
dude.
enough. Yo, man, for everybody who don't know, this is my boy, Hello Kitty Chris.
What's
Yep,
up?
this is Hello Kitty Chris.
Hello Kitty Chris. Oh, nope, you're not living AF. Hold on, let me take
I
that
ain't
off.
living there yet. Fuck that food, dog.
There you go. Cisan07 on Twitter, Cisan07 on Instagram, right? Is that both of your accounts?
Hey Jeremy, what the five fingers say to the face, dog?
Schmack.
Whack.
Romo said, "Who's the furry?" Then Cisan says the furry, though. Oh shit. El Conejo Perez, he took over Conejo Perez's spot, so now he's too good for us. Rooney, what it do, Papa?
What
Glad
you
you're
do,
live.
Rooney?
Puro 666 a la verga. Yeah, man.
God damn.
So Skip or Mitchie? I'll take Skip because he's cool. How's it going, Evelyn? How you doing, mama? How you guys feeling? Are you guys all tired and shit? The chat's all
My
tired from
voice is
yesterday?
gone.
Yeah, me too,
My
dog. Listen, the only good thing that might come out of this, and I've been playing it up at work, right? I got to work and I'm like, yo, what up? And they're like, oh my God, you sick? And I'm like, yeah, my throat a little hurt, you know what I mean? So
Oh,
tomorrow,
set it up for
Yes.
set it up for Thursday, baby.
over
Set it
Thursday,
up for FIFA. Yeah,
Alright.
set it up for FIFA.
I'm gonna play it off tomorrow too. Like, I'm gonna be dying at work, dog. So on Thursday I can leave.
Is it bad that I'm listening to you guys while in the shower?
Nah, hell
Yeah.
no, that's a perfect place to listen. That's why I listen to myself.
Look
this
into
is,
my
this is
eyes.
this is relaxing
Stare
for
at
you
me.
while you shower, dog.
Merlene, what's
Hi,
up?
Eddie. Eddie and me are on good terms now, y'all.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I swear to God. Well, you weren't there to know, so shut the fuck up. How about that? You should show
Oh,
up.
okay.
And maybe
Yo.
then put on
Nah, I had other shit to take care of.
Hey, Carlos, is that for real?
your fantasy team.
Nah,
Carlos,
Family
Carlos, y'all really got your meals comped at Norm's? That's wild if you did. That's wild if you did. My shins all beat. My voice is killing me. Doesn't help that I talk all day with students. Yeah, I'm sure that can be good. Hey, Chris, if you open up YouTube, you could catch a chat. I usually
Yeah,
put up. You there? All right,
I
cool.
I got it open. I had to mute the YouTube because I was hearing double.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Actually, I think can't you pop it up? You could pop out the
You
chat.
could just pop up the chat.
Yeah, that's
It'd
what
be
I
right
do.
click.
Yeah, it's right here. I got it
Yeah,
already.
for sure.
Relax, relax.
Hey, you're new to this, dog. I gotta
trying to
make
help
sure
you
you're right,
out.
dog.
Big
You're
Nah,
new to this, dog.
I ain't, dog. I'm angel for today, but I ain't angel, dog. Come on now.
All right. Okay. There you go. I like this. Getting started early. No, my shit's
You
fucked.
opened tweet deck.
Yo, let's do a quick fantasy football update before the show starts. How you guys doing in fantasy football, Chris? Oh, Chris, you're in the Galaxy League too, right?
Dog, fuck that league. Fool. It ain't for money. That's why. Yeah, like, there's no need to put fucking effort in that shit.
Ah, chill. What you mean? The league that
Most
we playing
definitely.
is not for money. It's
Yeah.
bragging rights.
Bragging right. Well, fuck your bragging rights.
You're just taking L's, huh? You're just taking L's. That's what's up.
Hey, dog. You know what was fucked up? It was the scores they gave me, man. That shit brought my morale down. I got a C minus and shit.
Yeah,
and
me
then
too.
it said
I got like a D
I'm
or
gonna go
something.
like 2-10 in the season, and like fuck that, dude. That shit. I didn't want to do it no more.
I was. Hey, Masa, they're hyping you up on the field. It says Masa with the sick defense and passes as polenta. Sick ass food, dog.
I am polenta, dog. Thought you knew this already.
Hey, Chris asking if your headphones are yo-yos.
Cause I like to find. Fuck you guys.
Well, yo-yo headphones. I've never seen those. It's tight.
What are those?
What are those? Stupid. Jay was at the game last night. Who's Jay? Who we talking about? Who's Jay?
George,
Yeah.
my
Oh, George.
daddy had fantasy football.
Excuse me? I couldn't hear you. My headphones.
Jay, George, my daddy at fantasy football.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Oh shit.
I didn't think we were gonna bring that up, but you know,
As you know what? Because I know how to take a L, baby. It's all good.
I appreciate that. I respect you. I love you.
What up, Bay Area
Love you
Dodgers?
too, dog.
Nah, you never see Masa and Polenta same place, dog. You look in the field, you see Polenta. You look to my side, Masa's not there, dog. Then I see Masa and I don't see Polenta, so you never see them same place. You might be right, Rodrigo. You might be right. Yo, man, I swear to God, like I was really bugging out because the audio's gonna be shit. My voice is shit. So I'm apologizing right now because I don't know how good I'm gonna sound.
You
So
sound
that's okay.
sexy, baby.
You know what I mean? I got the intriguing, raspy voice today. Oh, Jay in the 57, yeah. Leading the stands. Oh, you seen that? Listen, I'm gonna bring it up in the pod when we get started. But that was one of the dopest things I've seen in a minute. Who's who?
No, I'm going through our questions right now. My bad.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man. George on the capo was fucking tight. That show was dope as fucking. I said I'll bring it up in the chat.
I did say it live.
You
See,
did.
Rooney, this is why you still dildo, bro.
Hey,
Why?
Rooney. Hey, grown ups are talking, my man. Please. My it's okay. Don't listen to him. You know him.
Baby.
Yeah.
I know. I have to say I've known him the longest out of here, dog. So I understand, dog.
I feel
Hey,
sorry.
Rooney though on Sunday in the Sundays league, he be giving everybody advice how to play fantasy football and shit.
Who?
Oh,
Who? Rooney? Rooney?
Yeah, dude. Fucking with Derek and shit, he be like, dog, this is what you gotta do. You should make this us. And I'm like, dog, aren't you like sorry in the league?
no.
Oh yeah, I can confirm that. I made a live appearance on shout out to the Nag Boys on Saturday, and there's a bar down the street from their pad that they never been to, down from Chewy's pad.
Mhm.
Dog, $350 that I mean yeah, 350 Stellas.
Oh, no
Wait,
shit.
hold on. Write down his pad. It has to be right down my pad too.
Oh yeah,
Where?
it's on torrent. It's on torrents by the train tracks, by kind of like by Old Town Torrance.
Oh no shit.
It's 350 for Stella, and they were out of Michelob Ultras. Those go for 250.
Hey, did you get
No
stabbed there too or
shit.
no? What's the likelihood of you getting stabbed there? Because that's
very
really
unlikely
Hey, guys.
if you don't fuck with the
Mom calling me.
locals. Like I can confirm that it's a local spot. So if you act
Locals
dumb,
only?
I'm pretty sure you get stabbed. But and if you're cool, it's cool.
Yo, Carlos, you damn right. Dog, I saw Ish without a shirt. Dog, Ish without a shirt. That shit
I
was
seen it on
wild.
the
Yo.
broadcast, baby.
Yo, that shit was wild. That shit was amazing. I feel it. That's 7
Everything,
goals. Man, I made me do it too.
Mama.
Hey, I just want Eddie to confirm that he played me Cam this week, and on our Sunday league, and I scored a banger.
You
with
did,
my,
did you?
With my weak foot, because I have no weak foot, baby.
Ooh.
Did you play the full game?
Yeah, I did. I went.
yeah?
I went. Yeah.
Uh,
I didn't do anything second half, though. I disappeared like Gio, but I mean, I had a good first half.
That's all you
Hey,
need,
that's
though.
what counts. That's what counts, baby.
You start going to lift. You're good. Yo, hit them likes, guys. Hit them likes. I got 45 of you in here. Hit them likes for me.
Hey, crazy story.
What?
My mom just called me, and my brothers are like, "Wait, why did he answer you? Isn't he recording?" My mom's like, "What the fuck is he recording? What the fuck does he do?" And then my brother put on the show. She's like, "Estás en la tele, mijo?"
Oh, no shit. Your mom's about to put you on Facebook. Dog. She gonna brag to all her friends about you.
Yeah, dog. She's about to put us on Facebook Live. You know how old people
Yo,
just go on Facebook Live?
just all the
She's
shit.
gonna hold it.
That's dope, man.
I want to add one more thing, dog.
Oh, hold up, I need to call my mom.
You gonna tell your mama what?
What?
What you say? What you do? Yo, come back. Come back.
I can confirm Eddie's a dope ass last man, dog.
Eddie?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he can't score on me, so, you know. Might as well. Might as well.
So keep him out if you can't score him.
You know what I mean? Might as well. Chichi saw fuera puro BBM. Fuck yeah, that was sexy as fuck. Cheyenne, that was your first home game? First CCB home game last night. What a day to do it. Yeah, man. Cheyenne, that's super dope, man.
Hey,
Too bad we couldn't meet
that's
you, but man, that was a game to be at. That's up there. Puta cruda.
oh me.
Yeah,
Where the
man. The crudas. Listen, I was telling Chris offline, like I was pretty hammered by the time I got into the game, and then somebody hit me with the vape pen, and that should leveled me out, though. By the end of the game, though, I was way more high than I was drunk.
hey, peep this. So, cat homie, listens to the show. Him and his girl,
This was drunk
um,
art.
gave us this. He gave this. This is his Sunday League team that he's been playing with his homies for 9 years, and they every year they wear Galaxy authentic jerseys.
Oh shit, what's it called?
So he wore it. LA.
LA
Shout out
United.
to LA United.
That's
LA
tight.
United. Yes, this is nice since '97. My bad.
Oh
Since
damn,
'97,
that's tight
they're
as
playing
fuck.
together with
And
his homies.
they always wear Galaxy kits. What you
They
say?
always have worn Galaxy gear.
That's fucking sick.
Hey, so yesterday he had on his jersey. He had on the Galaxy one, the away jersey with the stars. So they get the authentic ones with the stars, and on the Adidas side, it had the patch. Had
Oh,
their patch. So shout him out. This is dope ass sticker too.
That's fucking tight. Hey, come on, listen, Rodrigo, you cool and all, but you ain't taking my spot, though. You ain't taking my spot. When I play keep, you can't take mine. That's me. That's me, dog. That's me. Just got out of work. Good shit, Nelson. Right on time for us. Right on time for us. Yo,
Hey
man.
Nelson, where the pictures from the week? This motherfuckers. Side story. He hit me up during the week. He took pictures when we went to go do the video
jersey?
for the jersey. He's like, hey, when I get home, I'll send you the pictures. My man hasn't been home since Tuesday, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, what up, Chris? C707, what up?
Fuck that fool.
Hey, fuck that guy, dog.
Hey, fuck you, buddy.
Hey, dog. Like, so today I went to work and I was mad chilling. It was good. Like I said, I woke up with a hangover and I was feeling myself, right? After lunch, dog, around 3:30, yo, everything just crashed on me. I was just like, oh, I need a fucking nap. Like, everything hit me at once, dog. I was like, so ready to go home. Spend the next 3 hours and a half just kind of chilling. Like, yo, come on. I'm trying to get home.
I have Mondays off. I've been mad chilling. No, actually, no. I'm lying. I woke up in the best mood ever. Didn't drink much
Yeah,
yesterday,
yeah.
so I wasn't hungover. I started cleaning the house. Listening to some cumbias. That shit was going. The whole house is clean.
Yeah?
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's tight as shit. Fucking, what's his name? Stacy got home and happy as fuck. We just saw everything was clean or what?
No, she's on paternity leave.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Just passed out the baby.
Damn.
She woke up like, damn, for real? I was like,
I want to have her life.
yeah, y'all straight up sound like shit. Damn, that's fucked up.
No, I mean, honestly, though, you're right. You're right as fuck. You're right as fuck. I've been tripping. Yeah, I've been, like I said, thinking about that the whole day. Like, yo, this podcast is not going to sound good. I expected everyone else supposed to be fucked except for Masas. You know,
It's
the
all
card
good.
games.
I could
Everyone's gonna be
confirm
laughing just like us.
I had a chill last time yesterday.
Yeah. You watched that at your cousin-in-law's house or something like that?
Yeah, watched it over there. It was his birthday, right? And he's never drank at his house, so I don't know him to be to drink, you know.
Uh-huh.
So he had a bottle of what is it, Don Julio? I don't know, but that bottle was it was like 180 for that bottle.
Oh, he had the 1942.
Yeah, and we killed it like in, I would say 10 minutes.
Nah.
Swear.
Just
It
chugging
was,
off the bottle or what?
Now we were taking shots. It was I took one shot, right?
Smooth
Whoever
as
poured
fuck.
that shit.
Huh?
That shit was a triple shot, bro. I had
Smooth?
yeah, it's super smooth. And we had some Coronas, and you know we put the game on, and it was chill. It was a chill night. Had some bomb ass fucking
Let's see.
some bomb ass carne asada, dog. That shit was fire.
Yeah.
That's
But
tight.
it was his birthday, dog. It was tight because I
was-
have never thought we were gonna drink.
It was it was just famine shit.
Yeah, that fool got lit. That
That's
fool
tight.
Rigo, his son
Rodrigo?
David. You guys know him, Rigo.
Rodrigo?
Oh, no, not Rodrigo.
I called that for Rodrigo like the whole fucking game.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a
And
piece of shit.
and little David, that fool's son. That's little David's dad. It was
okay.
his birthday, so yeah. So we're just chilling, just family.
That's dope, man. That's dope. You got to watch the game there?
Yeah, I got to watch the game, dog. We'll talk about it later, but
yeah.
that shit put me in the mood, dog, because I already knew I was gonna lose to George in fantasy football because he's my daddy.
Wait, what happened? I wasn't listening. I was on my phone. What did you say?
I said, fuck you.
All right, boys, we're going live. We're gonna start the show. Actually, not going live because we're live. Let's start the show. Here we go.
Yo, what up? And welcome to another episode of Straight from the Stands, an unapologetic, unofficial LA Galaxy podcast, hosted by four Foulmouth supporters who bring you their thoughts and views on everything related to LA Galaxy, straight from the stands. I am your co-host Smarts, alongside the always angry Angel, his counterpart level-headed George, and the man with the facts, Masa. This is Straight from the Stands.
Good evening. How's it going, fellas?
I sound like shit.
Yeah, same. Yo,
Wait.
listen. Fit Bunny got too big for us. He got too hype for us. He's now living the life in Vegas. He's a male stripper, so we had to replace him with a better bunny. You know, I got Hello
Okay.
Kitty Bunny.
Authentic as fuck, bro.
He's a furry, so you know what I mean. He's with that.
This is like the cracked out bunny. Like, you know, when you guys went to Chuck E. Cheese? Chuck E. Cheese was nice as shit back in the day, but now we got the cracked Chuck E. Cheese.
That's
Nah,
it.
this is the buddy you hired at the park, dog.
For everybody, for all your audio listeners who are not on YouTube, again, Angel is skipping out on us. He doesn't like us anymore or some shit like that. So we had to replace him for today. My man, C. San Hello Kitty, Chris. Chris is joining us
What's up,
today.
everybody?
How's it going,
Hello,
Papa? And of course, we got George and Masa. How you guys doing, George? How's
What
your
up,
Monday?
what up?
How's this Monday going for
Enjoying
you?
Monday. Beautiful
Yo.
Monday.
Yeah, Masa, how you doing, Papa?
I went to work, dog. I was in a good mood all day, dog. Like, nothing was an issue today. Like, I was like, oh, you need this transmission out? Cool, I'll put that shit back in today.
I got
Which
you.
I did,
I
dog.
got you.
I got this. I was on one, bro. Just, that shit was tight.
Ooh.
Chris, how you doing, Papa? Thank you for joining
Good,
us
man.
today.
Yeah. Thanks for the invite, man. Nice little party over the weekend. So,
Shit,
but
you seen that?
Everything's good, man.
Nice.
Seen that, man?
Hey, I could confirm that fool Eddie's trying to offer me a DP contract to go to Nag News, dog. I told him I'm loyal, dog. I'm like Totti, dog. I don't leave.
They
Alright.
they could give Angel.
Yeah, I could take Angel.
I
For
don't-
free, dog. Fuck that fool.
Yeah. You owe us, as a matter of fact.
Actually, no, man. I need Angel back. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. I need Angel back. Yo, as you could tell, some of our voices are shot, and that just kind of indicates the kind of night yesterday was. I mean, somebody on Twitter said this is up there with the first LAFC match. And I don't think it's that, right? Because I think that match is like definitely special because I think we all thought we were done for it, and then we came back and win. But yesterday was fucking ridiculous, dog. Like legit, I watched the game again because I started celebrating the third goal, and I didn't stop until 7-1. So like I don't, you know what I mean? Like I lost the whole period of time when we just kept scoring. What a beautiful game. It was beautiful. How do you guys want to do this? Because I do want to talk a lot about the tailgate and the activity before the game, and then we have
Yeah,
a lot
and-
talked about the game. So
Enlighten me, please, because I missed it. I seen a couple IG stories, and man,
Yeah.
I was sad that I missed out, but at the same time, I'm kind of happy that I did miss out because, you know, Cumbia Masa turns into Masandrini, and then we have a fucking problem. So,
usually a
enlighten
problem.
me, please. Enlighten me.
Man, listen. Actually, so we have a clip from our boy Steve over in Navcha, kind of thanking us for all the contributions that went along for the tailgate. We'll play that right before we get into the game. But man, the tailgate was something else. I had never seen. In all my years, I've never seen a combined tailgate that organized and with so many activities and so many different things to do, and everybody having a good time. I mean, it was packed. It was packed
And for a Sunday too, man.
for a Sunday, right?
For a Sunday, start off with the how packed it was. I've never seen it. That I showed up 2 hours before kickoff. 2 hours before kickoff on a regular day, like it's alright. Like there's some people. This shit was packed to the T. Honestly, I couldn't move anywhere. You couldn't. It was legit. It was so sick.
And it wasn't just ACB packed. It was like Lars was packed. That little corridor between Lars and ACB was packed because Michi guy was there. It was great, man. It was really great. It was music going on everywhere. Like at one point, we're listening to marimba. I walked over to Lars section because George was looking for Pescadito, who ditched us.
Chill out, dog. Chill out. That's too soon.
Too soon.
Too soon.
So we walked over to Lars side and they had garifuna going on, like Panamanian garifuna, and that shit was tight. I was like, yo,
Yeah.
they had like the whole foot. I don't know what they call it. That foot pool. What do you call it? Like that little whatever it is, like the billiards, fucking with the soccer balls. Man, it was dope, and it was a gang of people in the neighborhood. It was like mad love. It's so fucked that I wasn't supposed to drink. I didn't want to drink, and I ended up having like 7 shots outside.
Mm.
I had like 5 beers, 7 shots, yo. Like, and it was wild. Like, Manny's homeboy, and I'm an asshole because I don't remember his name, but I was just fucked. He served me a shot of fucking of Crown Royal.
Yo,
Dog.
we saved you. We saved you
Hey.
from
I
that
couldn't.
shit.
I couldn't.
We saved you from that.
That was the last one. That was my last drink. And that shit was heavy. Like, I mean, my man has like a heavy ass pour, and I had to put a gang of fucking club soda on it. Which, by the way, Royal and club soda, not that bad. That goes down
Top
pretty
notch.
smooth. A little
No.
scary though. A little scary because it got me
Royal-
fucked up.
I can
So the story
confirm.
with- Uh-huh.
Crown Royal is that's my kryptonite, dog. I take that shit, I'm going crazy, bro.
Ew.
But I like drinking that shit straight though. That's
Oh,
why I stay
shit.
away from that motherfucker.
The only reason I drank yesterday is honestly because of fucking Chris. Shots, liquor, beer we had, but liquor was because of you. My
Yeah,
man
man.
wanted to bring out a Jameson bottle, and then I told Rudy take a shot, and he's like, "Oh yeah, but if you take a shot, thinking that I was gonna say no."
Yeah.
So we ended up taking a shot. Long story short, I took 2 more with him, and then as I was going to the car with Germs to drop off something before we went in, his homie had like a 80-ounce Jack Daniels bottle that made us like just chug it back. Oh my god! As we're walking to the game, I see Rudy over there like a lost puppy with his Crown Royal, and I'm like, "Yo, we gotta help you out."
Yeah,
If
no
you drink
lie,
this,
no
we're
lie.
not making it inside. So me and Germs, to be good people, we drank more just so you don't pass out.
Yeah, listen, no lie. Like I might have tossed it if you guys didn't back me up because I realized like, yo, I really can't do this. Like I'm already fucked. And that was like still like a, and I was like, oh, I'm be out. But y'all back me up, so I appreciate it. But man, I'm telling you, they had like pop-up shops. They had like all the retro jerseys they had going on. The booster line was cracking at one point before they sold out because they sold out maybe about an hour and a half before the game, before everybody walked in. So they were sold out because that shit was popping. Michi line was fucking ridiculous. So I didn't even have Michi because I didn't want to wait in line. The other side was dope where after set up with all the raffles. Yo, I mean, tailgate, yo.
The merch from After Joe, the ones that they had, top notch. That shit. Fuego shirt that they had, and then the Salvi crew neck, that shit's nice.
Yeah, man. It was UFC had a raffle for them too. They had the Mexico sweater. That was real nice too. Yeah, listen, I cannot
Who was there?
or UFC, the fools used to play with.
Oh, New England.
Yeah,
New
yeah,
England
yeah.
United.
Yeah.
Yeah. I miss playing there, dog.
Did you guys catch that one shop next to Linda that had all those throwback shirts too? The
Yeah.
shop that we're talking about?
Yeah.
Did you guys see the phenomenal T-shirt?
No.
Ah.
He had a plain white tee, dude, with phenomenal holding up his passport when he was 18, dude. Just
No shit.
printed on the shirt, dude. 28
sick.
bucks, dude. I didn't have my debit
20?
card to fucking buy it. 28 bucks, dude. But
That's-
that shit was pretty dope, dude.
Also, man, I want to give a shout out to 1-2 Threads. I ended up copying this Nothing But a G thing
my
hat.
God.
Yo, the hat is fire. The shirts are fire. So shout out to them. What
Their
is it?
shorts are amazing.
Yeah,
I'm
the shorts
so
are nice.
pissed. By the time I got there, they were only XL. That short, fire.
Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah, it is. They're fucking the guys who's been what is it? Silencio, moving silence pins. They had their shit too. So like, yeah, man. Yesterday it was just everywhere in the tailgate in the parking lot area was just amazing. I seen a gang of people just playing soccer in the parking lot. It was just a good time, man. I got there.
It felt like an MLS cup. That
Yeah.
shit, it was. Yeah.
Listen, I got there. I got there like at 3:30, 3:40. And by the time I realized it was 7:00, time to go in. I spent 3.5 hours there just kind of vibing with everybody. It was amazing. Shout out to A1A boys. They gave me some drink. I tried some Salvadorian vodka. I was really scared because watermelon drink.
Yeah, TikTok.
Yeah, that's what I had.
Yeah, that shit
Yo,
cures cancer, fool.
Yo, but it's smooth
Eh,
though. It was smooth. I was scared. I was scared because some watermelon shit though, like it's just like rubbing alcohol. So I was like,
yeah,
oh my
that
god,
shit's
I'm gonna die.
disgusting.
But that whatever that Salvadorian alcohol was, man, it was great. So shout out to Byron. Byron fucking me up with that. Man, I can't say enough. Shout out to Outlaws, to Lars, to Galaxians, to ACB and the whole, and everybody who showed up and just supported the whole Central American Appreciation Night. 'Cause that was a huge success. I'm sure we'll get to see it every year going forward because the turnout was amazing. And I'll go into a stance and another flags when we talk about the game. But the tailgate itself was amazing. Let me take a second and play this video for you guys with Steve kind of giving us the thanks for making it happen.
Hey everybody, this is Steve from AFJA. Just wanted to get on here and express my sincere gratitude to each one of you who have welcomed us into your communities, into your supporters groups, into just your group of friends and family that is the Galaxy fan base. Yesterday was a really, really meaningful event, not only for myself, but I know for a lot of folks who are diehard Galaxy fans and have a close relationship with their heritage, and to have those flags and colors waving in 121 and 138, 137, and Galaxian section as well. It was just really cool to have that support and to come together to have some fun, and obviously we're all really happy with the result on the field, but um, that vibe that we created together yesterday in that tailgate, coming together to do good. Our team is really appreciative of the support that each one of the supporters groups and individuals that came together to help us out yesterday. Big shout out to Manny from Galaxy Outlaws for being there early, man, like super early when we were there, and helping us out with moving stuff around, and just Karina from ACB, Carlos from Lars helping us coordinate things, and just everybody who's played a role with helping that vision come together. I want you to feel, that we appreciate you, and looking forward to doing it again next year, and you know also to acknowledge the folks in the front office. I know some of them listen to the podcast. To acknowledge the folks in the front office who really worked hard and made yesterday happen, alongside with us. And it was really cool to see the front office, the supporters groups, and our little nonprofit organization, and just people from the community to come together and have a good time. So again, thank you so much, and let's keep this going, and see you guys on Saturday.
All right, and that was our boy Steve over there with AFJA, man. Again, big shout out to him because he's, his group is definitely one of the people who put this together, and it was again, to my opinion, one of my favorite tailgates outside of like MLS Cup for tailgates. You know, easy call for me on that. But all right, man, let's get into this fucking game because this game is, if the tailgate was dope, you know what I mean. Listen, I'm gonna start off by saying this, right? I had high expectations for the tailgate, very low expectations for the game, right? Just because of the trajectory we were coming from, uh, I wasn't too confident on it. But let's get going. Let's start off with the lineup. As always, we came out with Bingham in the goal, Steris and Polenta in the middle, which again I think to me is the best pairing of center backs we have. Romney out left, which we're gonna talk about that in a minute.
Yeah.
Felcher out right, Dos Santos and Corona playing like the center midfield with Lecce playing a little more advanced. Antuna on the right, Pavon on the left, and Slatan on top. Uh, Let me get thoughts on or your initial reaction when you guys saw Romney there.
Initial reaction for me is why Robney. I personally thought push Polenta out to the left. Our three strong. If you out of four that I name you, Robney, Steris, Polenta, and Giancarlo, I think three out of three we're all gonna pick people Steris and Polenta.
Polenta.
I didn't understand the move. If I had to find a weakness in that lineup with the defense, it had to be him. But yeah, that was my initial reaction.
Yeah. Yeah. What about you guys? You guys had any thoughts on Romney when you saw the lineup?
It was a surprise for me, but I was okay with it. I was kind
I
of I was kind of worried though, but it was cool. I was
Yeah,
cool with it.
I think at this point he's just rolling the dice to whatever's gonna work at that spot. I mean,
Yeah,
it could be this or that, just whatever, and hopefully it works.
I don't
yeah.
think it's that position. Needless to say, sorry, Rudy. I don't think it's really that position. I think it's a center back position.
Yeah, that
Like,
that, that becomes an issue.
do you sacrifice Polenta playing center back to put him on left back? Right. I think that's a big question. And is people gonna have a good game this week or not? Right. Because he's been up and down, up and down. So. Um,
Yeah.
Regardless of that, though, like seeing Romney's name in the starting 11, not something I expected at all. I mean, and we talked about lineups in the tailgate on Thursday, and nobody here mentioned Romney. Right? I don't think
No,
nobody
not
was
at all.
expecting us to see Romney there. Um,
I did though, but I wasn't on the tailgate episode. Just letting you know.
no, but you legit thought it was a chance for him playing left back, or you just bullshitting right now?
No, he didn't.
Yeah,
He's bullshit.
he's just bullshitting. Uh, Other than that, though, like you know, having Corona, Dos Santos, and Leggett. That was another one we kind of expected it because we didn't know the status on Fabio. Uh, and as we'll get into a game, we'll talk about how good it works. I thought that trio was amazing yesterday. Uh, but let's talk about this game, man. It was it wasn't a slow start. It was a good start.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
accurate. Very good to say. It wasn't a slow start
it,
at
it,
all.
it was a good start. You know, in my opinion, it was a good start, and we saw Galaxy doing Galaxy things from the jump, right? Like they remember in a tailgate episode, I said I wanted to see our midfields really dictate the tempo of the game, really have everything go through them. And I saw something in Legit that I hadn't seen in a long time, and that's take the ball and drive straight through their fucking through the
Dude,
touch.
he's
Right?
stepping up big time, man, lately.
Yeah,
Who?
Legit,
Who we talking?
Legit.
Yeah.
legit,
Oh yeah.
legit. From the jump, I saw him get the ball, turn and go, and I, for all you guys who listen to us, regularly, you guys hear us talk about what we want Legit to do in this game, man. From the jump, I saw that happen. I don't know if it was the liberty he had knowing they had Corona and Dos Santos behind him, or the fact that he just wants it right now because he knows we need to get these points, especially at home. But man, his performance last night from the jump was fucking amazing. It was something else. I hadn't seen that in a long time from him. You know what I mean? Being that confident to take on one and two
I think he had
defenders.
one game this season that he did show that, and we are like, this is the seven that we need. This is the seven that we need. And then I think the lineups just started switching around with whole Fabio and everything that we were coming in. And at the international duty, I think there was one game where we saw him
But
pushing up and driving the ball down the middle and being aggressive to
uh,
where we saw a little bit of what we fully saw yesterday.
yeah, but even at that game, because I think I recall that game, he was playing further back, right? So there was you seen a lot more defensive responsibilities on his part. We hadn't seen him being like a focal point to the attack. Because he's been playing further down, he's been deeper because of Fabio. But we saw something in this game, and I thought it was amazing. With that being said, though, we created a few chances early on, um, and then what has been accustomed to us in the last few weeks or the last couple months, actually, we go down a goal on poor
They
defending.
they didn't listen to my fucking tailgate. Punch him in the mouth, in the fucking mouth. You didn't listen to that shit?
They're counter punchers, though. They're counter punchers. They have to get
They
hit first.
punched us in the mouth,
They-
dog.
we got to get hit first.
Yeah.
They punched us in the mouth.
Let's talk about the goal though. I saw it plenty of times, and not that I want someone to blame. I just don't know who's at fault for it because I think at a goal there's always somebody at fault. Someone needs to take a little bit more responsibility than others on a certain goal. I don't see it in this goal.
I do.
Maybe there's one person. Maybe there's one person, and I want to hear you guys to see what you guys thought about it.
Yeah. I'll start this off. I think that's Steris. I think that's Steris
Alright.
twice. I think that's Steris twice.
I I'll say Steris the second time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think header there was much he could do. Like he had to go for it,
Mhm.
and I think that's the best play. That's the best spot he could have put it at. I think he messed up following up instead of taking a step back, realizing that the defender that he cleared the ball from originally was still there. I think he forgets about that, and he instead of tucking in, he pushes like he goes towards.
He gets stuck in the middle of nowhere, like between,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then it's kind of difficult too because the player that receives the ball, instead of stopping it, he one times it back into the box. So it's like the defenders didn't have a chance to react to that. Like it was kind of like the ball fell to the player and the player one times it back in. I think the only thing that Steris could have possibly done better was tuck in, which he didn't. But it's kind of difficult to defend that. Like because it was a one-time pass.
Well, here's my problem with that, though, right? Like, you just have to be aware of who's around you and the players around you. Because I think if he's aware that there's two guys in the middle, like he'll drop back, right? Like he knows that, like, okay, like I still got a defender out there with Rolf. Maybe he's not the closest guy, but he's still there. And I got two guys in the middle and only Polenta behind me. So I took back, right?
Yeah.
That's my problem. Not necessarily that he got caught between two words. It's the fact that he wasn't aware enough to know that he had to drop back, right? Like by the time he realized it, like then he was caught in between both of them, and the play was developing already, right? Listen, I also gotta give a little shit to Polenta because my man just dove in there. Right, like a little to me.
I don't
no,
know.
no, that's
Nah,
Not that
no,
too.
I
no.
agree a little bit, man. Because
I think
ever since we're kids, dude, they tell you to stay on your feet, bro. Like, don't. The
He was in the
sliding
small
is not your,
box.
first, not your first thing, dude.
He was in the ball
But
was
what
in the
if
small
you stand
box.
there?
But what do you do? And what do you do? What did the KC player do?
Just touching the
Who?
right. I am.
He touched it to the right. He kept composure. I completely understand that, but 9 out of 10 times, that was a class finish. It was really good. He kept composure. 9 out of 10 times, what's gonna happen in that situation? They're gonna blast the ball in. I think he did what he had to do.
I don't know.
And to agree with you to agree with you and Masa, I think if we're here to blame someone, I think Stairs got caught. I don't think that he anticipated that touch to be a first touch back in, but he was caught in no man's land. It's not his fault, but if we had to pick someone, I think it is him.
Again, right? I'm not trying to take credit away from KC's player because, he kept composure like you mentioned. He waited for Polenta to fucking dive in and then he went around him and had a shot on goal pretty much with no pressure at all. But that was the problem, though, right? Like at that point, man, like, I'm listen. I went into this game not really giving a shit, right? Because I had no belief in this team anymore, so I didn't give a shit. When that happened, I was like, "Yep, I see this happening." Right? I still didn't think we were gonna lose at that point. I figured we'll at least get the drawback, maybe a 2-1 victory. But it didn't surprise me the fact that we got scored on, right? Especially after the way we start, because we started well, and then again we have a lapse in concentration, and something like that happens, and of course it does, right? KC goes up 1-0. The good thing about that though is like I didn't see the team get shooken at all by it, right? Like
Yeah, because
Not
it was
one
like a
bit.
shocker. Yeah, because it was to me, I was shocked seeing that shit, and it was a hell of a play too.
yeah.
You know what I mean? I wouldn't blame none of it. It was a hell of a play. They scored a good goal, but the team didn't back down. You know what I mean?
And listen, that's what I was happy to see was the team continued to do them the way they have been doing it, right? Like they got scored on, they turned around, they were still on the way trying to score, trying to get back in this game from the jump, and I like that. I was okay with not necessarily getting scored on, but I was okay with the attitude the team had even after they got scored on. And we were doing something that was crazy because at times we held the ball and we went down the middle, and then times where we just put a ball, 20, 30 yards ahead of us and long ball looking for Zlatan or looking for one of the wings. And one of those worked, right? Because we ended up getting Antuna with some space to run against a defender.
We almost got scored on the second one before that play happened, though.
With the post.
Yeah,
one that
no,
the
no,
post-
no, no, no,
that
the post was
before the
early.
penalty.
No, that was before the penalty.
mean,
But the
before
one that
the
I'm
goal.
talking about is it was a through ball, and I forgot who it was, and the guy one timed it and Bingham saved it off of his line.
You're right.
Yeah.
Right.
So like we say, we're dominating the game or we're doing well, but that 1 second, that 1% of downtime where they catches that's the time that our defense needs to be 100%. They might be 95%, and that's fine, but that 5% is usually when the goals come for us.
Yeah. But listen, I said in the beginning of the season, and Angel had a fit about this, that Bingham will get us 15 points, right? And it's plays like that, right? Because he makes that block, and we're down 1-0, right?
Mhm.
We're down 1-0. He doesn't make the block. We're down 2-0. Changes the whole dynamic of the game.
100%.
Changes the whole dynamic of the game.
By this time, I think we already reached the 15 points that you said.
Yeah,
has
I
to
think
be.
so. I think so.
If Angel was here, he'd be like stupid.
Yeah. Again,
Listen, that's why this podcast is flowing nicely right now.
Listen. I got an argument about Bingham all day long, but as I was saying, we get a long ball to Antuna. Antuna has one player on him, but he has him in speed. He has Bessler on him, right? That's who was on him. But he has him in
Yeah.
speed. Keeper's coming out. He tries to chip it over. My man's hand goes up. I think I saw it only hand. Transmission said it hit his thigh and then up to his hand, but I just saw it hand.
That's true.
I saw a hand. I mean, either way, right? This year, any handball inside the penalty box that's not in your normal position, it's a pen. So that was an easy call for a pen. Slatan was able to take it.
Shout out to Antuna on that play. I think Antuna prior games would have used his speed and brought it to the line and then brought it back to touchback. That mentality that we've always said, just shoot when in the box. He tried to do something to get it on goal, and that's the reason why we got this penalty.
Yeah.
I think Antuna 4 games ago he would have used his speed and won the ball back to pass it back. So a good heads up play by him.
And you know what? Shout out to Angel because I think Angel was saying when we talked about him scoring for Mexico, he said maybe he'll bring that to us, and then we all give him shit for it. Like, nah, he don't score for us, right? So I think he's the one that made the comment.
But for Mexico, he was in good position. But for Mexico, all he had to do was touch in the ball. I think this goal, he would have had to create himself.
What I'm saying is, I think the confidence. The confidence was
Oh,
scoring
yeah.
goal.
I was about to say
That's what I was referring to, not necessarily the goal. But yeah, he like I said, that was a big heads up play by him. We get a penalty. Zlatan steps up, take it, and that's money in the bag, right? Because Zlatan don't miss penalties. Yo,
That's his first missed penalty. This
yeah,
for Galaxy,
yeah.
bro.
Period.
What would happen? What would
Yeah.
happen if he doesn't tap it in?
Oh my God, I think I,
What
I
know
would.
would
what?
happen? Bro?
You
Well-
know what? That's a goalie's fuck up. As a goalie,
Punch
when
that
you
shit
block
out.
a penalty, he blocked it straight back to him.
No.
Hey, Rudy, you're the goalie. You're the goalie expert here.
I'm not gonna give him shit for that because that was full extension. So like he gets there, like all he wants to do
No,
is get
you
there.
gotta hear. What are you talking about?
No.
You block the ball, you gotta hear.
But look at him. He's fully extended, right? Like so he's. Listen, he gets to the ball, like, but he's fully extended. Like, there's no way he gets to the ball. That's all he does. Like, I'm not knocking him for that because I think it's full extension. I'm not gonna knock him for that. And listen, I'll say this right. This I didn't know when I was watching it, but he has the most saved penalties in the league. Period. So he's a
Nice.
penalty blocker. He has eight saved penalties. That's a big number to have. You know what I mean for saved penalties. So he knows what he was doing. He must have read his hips, and he got that block. Unfortunate for him, but fortunate for us, and I'll take it. Gives it right back to Zlatan. Zlatan, you know what I mean, taps it in, 1-1. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good when we're back 1-1. I'm like, okay, we got this because again, I've been saying this for a while. I don't think our defense is gonna win games for us. Our defense is gonna win game for us. So we gotta outscore them. And I felt that was gonna be the case, right? In the tailgate, I called 3-2, and I thought it was gonna be something like that. It was gonna be 3-2, 4-3. I knew there was gonna be goals in there because I thought they could still have more opportunities, and I know we were gonna score two.
I think I hit 7-2, right? Is that what I said?
I think so. Yeah, that might have been it. You know what? And let's go back. There's a couple plays in the first half, and I'm not gonna go in order because I don't necessarily recall them in order. But can we talk about that shot Pavon had in the first half?
You know when he first came on and I said shoot the ball, and then he decided the ball still
This guy.
haven't came down from outer space. That's what I meant by shoot the ball, and I think everyone's been wanting that. From
Yo,
any of our wingers. We asked that for Gio when he was here, when he was playing down the middle. Shoot the fucking ball. Let's just shoot the ball.
no, but Pavon's something else though. Pavon, I mean, the whole play, the whole play is something else though. Like his technique to fucking that ball starts off like it's like a 20-30 yard fucking pass from the other side, and his first touch gets him fucking 10 yards of space, right? Because his first touch is just pushing in the front, and my man has speed, like just that, and then he takes him out wide. He could cut back in and leaves him dusted. Like when he takes a shot, the defender still has a handful of his jersey. You know what I mean? The defender has a handful of his jersey, and he has enough power to open up his hips and fucking take that shot second pole. And oh my God, I can't believe that didn't go in. I mean, that had all the makings to
That
be
was a
goal
good
of the week.
save.
That it wasn't even say it hit the outside of the post and out. But that
No, the first shot was a save.
well, the one he gets wide, the one he takes the first touch gets wide and then comes back in.
Okay.
The second post, that shit is the
Yeah.
outside of the pole and goes out. But holy shit, that goes in. That's probably goal of the week because that shit was just
Easy.
like the whole 10 seconds of that play was amazing.
So he was looking for that.
yeah.
The play before is the one. That's what I thought you were talking about. The goalie makes a save on it. It was a good save as well. He
Yeah.
extended out for that shot. He's looking for that, which is
Dude,
that's what we need.
This was awareness on the field, dude. It's just on another level, man. Like you could tell when other players are like trying to touch, you look up, where am I going? This guy already
He
knows.
knows what he's
He's the
doing.
type of player. He knows when once he gets the ball here, he knows what he's doing with it. It's
Yeah.
just that's a different level, man.
It's crazy because in the replay when I was watching it today, I seen him I seen him a few times like being so aware of where the offside line was at, and it's crazy to see a player like be so aware of that, right, or being so in tune to the game that he legit he titters on the line, like he kind of goes in, stops back, goes in, and just kind of waits to see if they can get the pass because if you find him with space, my man's gonna get there because he's so ready for like every single play. He's ready to make that run, right? Whether it goes to him or not, like he's ready. Like if you glance over to him, he'll make that run for you. And let's talk about his ability to take players one on one in short spaces.
Yo,
He hides the
that's
ball so well.
No
it's not
speed
even,
needed.
It's
No
not even
speed
fair,
needed.
dog. It's not even fair, to be honest. He's on a different level, dog. I still don't know how we got that motherfucker here, but
Can we
that shit is
That fool's leaving
he
next season. Fool's chill.
balled out.
Ready to be
Nah,
surprised.
chill. That fool balled out, bro.
Yeah.
He balled out this game.
So unfortunate not to get a goal, huh? So unfortunate not to get a goal because I
Dog,
think he's circling.
like,
You know what? I'm happy
fuck.
about that.
You happy about him not scoring?
I'm completely happy about that. The fact that our scoreline read 7
Oh, he didn't
and
score
and Pavon is not on the sheet.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I'm saying still unfortunate because like you wanted to see it go
Yeah, I
from.
feel for him. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna bring one
Like,
more. Go for it.
you could tell he's settling in nicely though.
Yeah, man.
Like,
There's
I
a-
mean,
there-
even
there's
his
a vibe.
first few games, you could just see like, all right, this one knows what he's doing. But now that he's had the time to adapt, I think he's only gonna get better and
There's a-
better.
there's a
and
vibe
To
there.
better.
piggyback off of that, when he first came in, I think his comfort zone was Fabio, and as he started getting comfortable, now it's just the whole team. Whoever's
Anybody,
around him, he's
yeah.
okay. Anybody that's there, which is cool. When you first get here, you obviously gravitate to the person that you understand and you play soccer with the most, which at the time was Fabio. But I think as the training session and then everyone getting close, because the Galaxy, regardless of what we say about them, they're very close, especially when it comes to the Latin players. Everyone's very close to each other. So the fact that they have that, and we'll get to one of the celebrations that I think even Masa pointed, like that camaraderie that they have, it's sick. I like that a lot.
Before we move into the second half, which was definitely the better half, I need to talk about one more player who has mad skills in small areas, and that's our center back Polenta.
Oh, you're talking about me, dog.
Yo.
Just said Masa, bro. Come on.
Yo, there was a corner. There was a corner, and the play developed, and it ended up being out wide again.
Oh.
And it landed on Polenta, right? And Polenta has two players on him, dog. And he has no real clear pass, so I figured he was just going to boot it. Fuck out of here. My man turns once, loses his mark, looks up, nobody there. He turns again, and fucking, like, the taquito out. And I was like, yo, like, you're my center back, my G. Like, you're my center back.
That's not fair.
What are you doing? Right? And it was crazy,
Masa,
too.
to be honest, I've never seen Masa do some shit like that. Get the fuck out of here. Shut up.
Dog, come on, bro. It's because you haven't seen me, dog.
No, because they didn't know you about 20 pounds ago. You know what I mean?
Nah, they still don't know me now, bro.
They didn't know you about 20 pounds ago. Though.
If George would show up to play on Sundays, he would know.
I'm
he
being
doesn't.
safe for playoffs. Don't even trip.
All right.
They
so,
use your kind for right now.
So in the first half, it finishes 1-1. I'm really not tripping at the end of the first half.
100%. Yep.
I was too drunk to drip.
Trip?
Are you sure? You might have tripped. You're drunk. No, but listen,
Fuck.
Hey, I heard Rooney trip.
yo, Rooney, dog, we'll get into a stand. We'll talk about stands in a minute. Hold on, I gotta talk about stands in a minute. But yeah. So first half 1-1, not really tripping. Good game so far, right? I still think we could get a result. We'll get a result. Second half starts, and holy fuck. Second half starts, and it starts with a bang. We start early, just on their asses, right? Possession, some crosses in. Or winning the second ball was so key in the start of second half because we kept them pressed into their own area, right? Like some of the crosses were whack, but the fact that we could get the second ball after their clearance was fucking key. And eventually, like you see one of the bounce backs gets to Kichan. Kichan puts it out to Rolf. Rolf sends this cross.
Roll.
It doesn't, you know what I mean, it doesn't look like much. But it gets crossed back in, and and Corona gets up there to header ball, and not only does he header it on frame, like he puts it out wide and down low. Like that's how you. I mean, if you had a chance to choose where you're gonna put your header every single time, that's where you put it.
That's a forward header. That's a
Yeah.
forward header. That's a finisher header. The fact that you recognize that was a nice header.
Yeah, man.
Well, I want to shout out Zlatan because I think in a previous play similar to that, it was a cross too, and Zlatan did the same thing where the defender kind of committed, but that play didn't lead to anything. And then again, when that cross comes in from Felcher and Zlatan kind of just stands there and the defender overcommits, and then the ball lands on Pavon and Pavon crosses it, and then that defender's out of the play because he committed and Zlatan just stood there like he kind of just body like he moves like into him kind of, but doesn't really like.
Oh yeah.
Dude, we need
So
to. I feel like we need to continue doing this as a team, dude, because players need to run behind Zlatan. He's gonna drag two defenders in the box, bro. All these goals that
yeah,
came in, you got open players because nobody's watching them. They're all watching Ibra, dude. Like,
Again, listen, I hate to tune my own too, but I've been talking about the midfield making those late runs, those second runs in.
Exactly.
I've been talking about that like some jump, right? I recognize like there's a lot of space there because Slotting gets forced out to that second pole, and everybody just like a magnet attracts to him, right? So like the middle of the field always gets like, or the middle of the box gets fucking wide open. And what we hadn't been doing was making those second, those second and third runs, those late runs into the box after the cross comes in. We just kind of stand there and look at the ball come in. Not the case this game though, right? Because Corona wasn't this. I mean, Corona was fucking wide open, right? When he
yeah,
scores
yeah,
this goal, like
yeah, I'm so.
he has time to score that goal. Like, don't get me wrong, he did everything right. So credit to him, but he had all the time he needed to do that, right? Because there's nobody around him, and that's exactly it. Because like he made that second the second run, the late run in, and it paid off. It paid off big time. 2-1, and now I'm really feeling myself. Right now I'm really feeling myself because I'm like, yo, like we're looking nice.
I can't feel myself when I'm with you.
Dog, come on. Listen,
Well,
we got
yo,
we
we
got rid
already
of
lost
Angel.
one
Yeah,
singer.
we got rid of Angel. Dog, come on. Don't start with the fucking singing for
Hey,
me, all
hey, hey,
right?
hey, I had to do it. I had to do
Jesus
it.
fucking
I had to
Christ.
do it.
Yo, 48. Like it was like the 46th minute when that came in. They're crediting it to the 48th minute. We're talking about 3 minutes into the fucking first half, it's second half, and we score a goal. And that's something that,
yeah.
like, listen, if you want to talk about punching them in the mouth, yeah, we did the second half. We came out punching, though. 2-1, 48th minute. Like I said, I'm feeling myself. Yo, I don't even think. I think we legit has just stopped celebrating. We had just stopped celebrating when the ball gets wide to Rolf again. He puts in a shit cross that the whole defense missed. Zlatan gets it. He has a bad first touch. It's under him.
You thought it was a shit cross?
I thought it was a shit
I
No,
didn't
cross.
it
think
was
it
a
was a
bad
shit.
cross. It was a bad cross.
That's-
If you think he
think so?
intended to
I
do
think
that, if
the
you think he
defense did it.
intended to do that,
I don't
hey,
know. He looked up.
Yeah,
okay,
no,
He
no,
looked up
how
and
many
he
times have we looked up and the ball
Doesn't go where you
how many
think it
times
is?
have we looked up and flies? Yeah, no, come on now. Be
I,
serious with yourself about that.
I think it
For
was,
real?
listen,
I don't think it was a bad cross. I thought he intended to put the cross in like that.
listen.
It wasn't a bad cross, but he did
For
not intend.
for it for it to go in between three players
So you giving
and not
you giving
and
Rolf
three
credit to that?
defenders got it.
You
I
giving
thought
Rolf
he,
credit to that? So you're not saying defense fucked up?
I
You're saying
think
Rolf
so.
gave it to him?
I don't think it was a bad cross. I think he tried it like that.
Yep, I don't agree with you at all on that one.
I say he just kicked in
Okay.
whatever the fuck came out.
No, listen. I think he looked. I think he looked up. He saw Zlatan. He's like, okay. I'm across the Zlatan. I don't think he meant to do a low driven cross, but it worked out, right? It worked out. Fucking it got through all the defense. Zlatan took a bad touch. He got around it, settles it on his left, and just puts it in. Zlatan is quality, bro. I hate Zlatan sometimes. I really do. I really hate Zlatan sometimes. But then he does shit like that. And I'm like, how, dog? Like, come on. Like from my interpretation of that play, I think he wants to settle it for his right foot. It gets stuck underneath him, so he just kind of shifts and puts it in with his left.
No, I think he tried to set himself up for his
For his
left.
left?
It's just that it hits him like when he tries to drag it in to set up his left-footed shot. It like kind of hits him under his left leg, and so he had to like take an extra step and then shoot. Like I think he tried to do it. He tried to do the exact same control, but it just kind of he didn't control it
sloppy?
correctly. But it's still like I mean,
No,
it's
listen.
Zlatan.
It's so in the shot too, right? Because I think if it's a low driven shot, the goalie has a chance for it. But he has enough height that he beats the goalie. The goalie can't get there because of that. And this is left foot, and I think that's intentional, right? So like to me, like again, I hate Zlatan sometimes, but then he does shit like that. I'm like, yeah, that's nice. That's nice as shit. That's nice
And
shit's
then and
quality.
then and then at this point, like I don't mean to interrupt you, man, but you could totally tell, dude, like the difference of which way these teams are going, dude. Galaxy, yeah, we're not the best right now. We're not fucking playing beautiful football at times,
Yeah,
but
type stuff.
dude, our fucking team, like we know where we want to go. We know where we want to make at this point. KC at that point, they died, bro.
Yeah.
Like you could tell these fools
Yeah.
fell apart.
Yeah, 100%.
100%, man. Like
100%. And not only did they fall apart, but like the team had a swagger after that goal. That was stupid. I mean, there was times in this game where I seen the Galaxy touch the ball, move the ball in ways that I hadn't seen the whole fucking season. There was a play that sticks out to me is with Zlatan and Antuna. I think it was like 3 consecutive touches they did to get 45 yards of fucking distance. They got on top of the box and it was 3 touches and it was like Zlatan doing like a fancy heel flick to Antuna. Antuna first time back to him. They make a run and I think
And Tuna
eventually.
cuts in and Tuna shoots.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But listen, like that whole sequence, it bugged me the fuck out. Listen, at this point I was a little high, so I'm not even gonna talk. I'm not gonna pretend like I was sober. I was a little high, but I remember seeing that shit and bugging the fuck out. Because I wasn't ready for that shit. You know what I mean? Like that shit tripped me out so much because that shit was so beautiful. Like two players, it was like four defenders in front of them, and they just cut through them. One two touch, 1-2 touch all the way through, and the defender got a leg out to block that, but the shot was on frame. I don't know if it was gonna be a goal, but the shot was on frame. Tuna opened his hips and took that shot second pole. It was on frame. The defender got there, but that shit, that it tripped me the fuck out. See him then play that good, that good. Um,
it was simple.
yeah, it was simple, but it was with
I-
intention.
This is the fucking Galaxy we've always. It frustrates me, but I'm so happy. Like I'd
Yeah.
rather it come than never come. This is what we've always expected. This is what we expect every time that we say a lineup. We say on paper. This is exactly what we. When we say on paper, this is the shit that we want.
Listen, let's get through a game because I definitely want to talk about that. Exactly that, what you were talking about. But let's get through the game and then have the talk after the game.
Slow down, homie, slow down.
Yeah, because I think that conversation what you just brought up is fucking key. Um, Listen, the game slows down for about 15 minutes, right? I think KC has some opportunities. I think Bingham comes out big in a couple times. There's this one play that Stairs gets megged, and that kid Hurtado, he's one on
Oh,
one.
yeah.
He's 1-on-1 with
Bingham?
Bingham, but Bingham reacted so quick. He was out so fast that by the time
Hell
Hurtado looked
yeah.
back up, like Bingham was there, dog, and he got a nice block, and it was cake. I mean, Bingham had a big game, bro. Bingham had a big game.
Yo,
7-2 could have been 7-5, 7-6 if it wasn't for Bingham, in my opinion. But man, it was seven. I mean, at this point it was 3-1, and Bingham had to make the saves he made, and it was worth it because we turn around, we get Kitchen the ball again, we get Pavon the ball again. Pavon takes on with space, so he takes this player on 1-on-1, dog, and just makes him like fold into himself. Like he gets trapped in this
It's
fucking
not fair.
in the black hole, dog. He just kind of turns into himself, dog. Like I don't know what the fuck like I was trying to do, but like you know what I mean. Like, but every time we realized where the ball's at, Pavon was just making the other move. So like he never got his footing right. He takes him back, he takes him forward, he gets a shot out, and the goalie had come out and he gets a foot in. Here, my last question on that shot: if the goalie doesn't get the foot in, that's going second pole, right?
yeah,
That's
that's going
what I'm
in.
saying.
Yeah.
I think
That's going in.
if the goalie doesn't get the foot in there, like that's going second pole, and that would have been again, like that could have been another contender for goal of the week, right? Two of them, but big heads up again from Antuna, right? Little man so quick but like I don't think he expected it to be there, but he just runs with the play. So when
He's so fast. I was surprised he was onside. I had to review that play myself to make sure I wasn't bugging. I was like, how fast are you? You're offside. You have to be offside. You're not by yourself by this much. That shit's so crazy.
his reaction time was good too. Because you know what I mean, like again, listen. I think he was running with the play, right, just to make sure like if there's anything there, like he gets there, and something was there for him. right? He gets this funky touch.
Mm-hmm.
He gets this funky touch. It kind of just rolls to a second pole and in 4-1, 4-1 at
It's
that
a
point.
smart heads up play by him
Yeah,
too, though, because
big
as he
one.
said, he's following the play, so he's looking with the he's. You can see him bobbing back and forth, and as soon as he shoots, he reacts.
See, but that's Antuna's. That's one of Antuna's strong. Like that's how he scored most of his goals for Mexico so far.
Yep.
He's always
Yeah,
on the. He's
yeah,
always aware. He's always at like. He's always
yeah.
looking for that bounce just in case that they don't finish it. So this is not something like, oh, we
Well, it's
shouldn't
new to Galaxy.
expect from Antuna.
It's new with the
Yeah.
Galaxy though. You know what I mean? Like,
Um. So I mean, I was happy for Antuna though.
Yeah.
He deserved that goal, and I was gonna bring it up later, but I think this is the best game I've seen Antuna play for the Galaxy.
but I think you can say that for a lot of people, right? Because
For Corona?
I can say
For
Corona, I can say
Legit?
legit. Yep, yep. I can say
Yeah.
that. Yeah. So you know what I mean? It's that.
We all look good when we're winning.
Listen, at 4-1 though, like at 4-1, I was expecting another goal or two, right? Because we look dope. We're playing good football. We're playing fucking with intention. We're aggressive. We wanted it, and I could see us scoring a goal or two more. Right? I probably wouldn't have said 7 goals, but we could have said a goal or two more. Um, Seva gets a goal in the 77th minute. Seva gets his goal. It's off for like again. It's second pole cross. That who gives him that touch? I don't know.
Oh, it was Romney. Dave
Romney gives him the touch.
Romney gave him the assist.
The second cross. Listen, that cross is crazy because I saw it was a header, but it wasn't until replay where I realized like, yo, legit got a little hang time.
Mm-hmm.
Legit
No, it
got
wasn't Romney. It was a
It was
Kichan.
Dave Romney. It was Romney.
Okay.
It was Dave Romney who gave him the assist.
It was
How
a
much do
Galaxy
you want to
player.
bet? How much do you want to bet? Hold on, no. How much do you want to bet it was Kichan
However
on
much
the
you want.
Jets goal?
Can we
On
talk
the
about
Jets
it?
goal.
Let's take a shot.
Okay,
Let's
okay.
take a shot in front
All
of
right.
everybody.
You about
All
to
right.
lose.
Why we
I'll
gotta
give
Look
you
it
do?
up.
legit.
Why we always gotta
Look
do
it up.
shots?
It's Romney.
I know, because I know Massa hates him.
Can we do water bets instead?
And dude, it was Dave Romney gave him the
All right,
assist.
listen,
You
I
bugging.
don't even care who gives him assists. I want to talk
So
about
go for
legit.
legit, right?
I want to talk about legit. I want to talk about
Nah,
assist.
legit got a goal, man. What the fuck? Oh, you're talking about
Yeah,
who passed.
I want to talk about legit though, because like that motherfucker, he got up, and he just kind of glided there for a little bit. Just kind of hanging
Nice.
there, dog, and then puts it right back in. I was so happy to see that because I think this is, again we just talked about it, right? It's probably his best game of the season, and to
Easy.
cap it off with a goal, man, I was so happy for him. I was hyped though, and again, right? It's in those times where like it's from third goal to the seventh goal, like it was just celebration for me. But when I realized it was legit that had scored, yo, I was happy because I was like, yo, yes. I was like, yes, you know what I mean? It was like, yes.
Zlatan was happy as fuck.
Well,
that
Slatan was
legit
happy with the
scored.
whole team. I mean, I seen even plays that didn't come out the way they needed to come. I seen Slatan big upping Antuna. I seen Slatan big upping Corona, right?
Hey, Massa,
Because I seen that.
What?
what kind of shot you want me to take?
Oh,
Jameson,
shit.
baby. Jameson.
I had to do it. I had to let you win today.
Oh, okay.
You need a
I see
W,
you.
my man.
I see you.
Charity work, my man.
I see you. Thank you.
Fuck, man. I would have sold my soul. I legit thought it was Kichan. All right, well, fuck. Romney had a good game too.
Yeah,
Nah, that's right. That's why they put him in, fool. That's why they put Romney in. That's what I said last week.
Then he was happen. Man, so I was happy. I was happy as fuck for him to get a goal because I thought he had a great game. We scored a goal, and I think we had a kickoff glitch because
They have a kickoff glitch as fuck.
I legit don't remember like stop celebrating for I didn't realize he had scored 2 goals because I'd never stopped celebrating. Like we went from one celebration to the next celebration of his goal because a minute and a half later, it's a similar play. Like the ball pops out in the middle, and legit is there to header in. I'm talking about he has 2 goals, 2 header goals in this game, a minute and a half apart. Yo, that shit was wild. Big ups to fucking legit. Again, his best game of the season. Capped it off with 2 goals. He could have had a third, and I'll talk about that right now. He could have had a third, but 2 goals from legit in a minute and a half. 79th minute, we're up 6-1.
Damn.
All right, let me say it one more time. Right? 79th minute, we're up 6-1. This team had been struggling one to score goals, two to keep goals out. In eighth place in the Western Conference, a point outside of the fucking out of the playoffs. And the following week, we're winning 6-1 in the 80th minute.
Fuck. My bad. Back to legit. I completely forgot. This is a topic. This is something I want. Hey, we give Zlatan the most shit for talking all that shit to legit, but he was the happiest one when Jet scored his goal. When he embraced them, I'm like, I fuck with that.
Yeah.
You give a lot of people shit, and in every goal that he celebrated with them as if he scored the goal, and I'll take that because it'd be a different thing. And we've seen plenty of players that if they're not scoring the goal, they're not happy.
Yeah.
And I
You know
think
what?
that Zlatan, the fact that, and I think the fact that Zlatan is it, he was so frustrated now that the team is getting it. He's like, all right, I appreciate that. I respect that. I need this to come together, type of
Yeah.
thing.
It's also the hope he's getting, dude. Like we're talking about the runs that before Zlatan gets the ball up top by himself, he gets Antuna next to him or something, and then or Rolf kicks it wrong. Now, dude, you got 3-4 players in the box. That's probably what he's been preaching about the whole time at practice and stuff. You know what I
and,
mean?
and the way they're playing, right? We can't forget the way they played this game. I mean, look at the feeling we all had. Like we as the fans in the stands, look at the feeling we had being up 6-1 in the 80th minute, right?
Yep.
After how the last 2 months have gone for us, that game was closed out. 10 minutes prior to that. But
I
we
remember
were
we ran out of pyro.
right? Like, listen, we were up 6-1, so yeah, listen, I guess he's celebrating because the team looked good, right? Whether that's KC making us look good or us playing good, I don't really give a fuck. The team looked good, and that's what they needed. I mean, morally, that's what they needed. So again, 80th minute, we're up 6-1. 5 minutes after that, Zlatan gets a ball on the left some space. And did he take correct me if I'm wrong, but he takes a shot outside the area, right?
No,
Like, it's inside?
Oh, maybe a little bit
No,
in.
it's
Like
inside
he's
the
like
box.
stepping in. He's stepping in.
But, all right, so...
Bet you a shot, Massa. What the fuck?
He
Huh?
I bet you a shot.
That's inside the box.
double or nothing.
Into the-
Double or nothing.
Hey, chill out. Hey, chill out. Dog.
Yo, man. But he takes a shot, man, and it's a low-driven shot, second pole. No goalie's getting that. No goalie. And I'm telling you again, man, I hate this motherfucker. I love him sometimes because he could do shit like that. That's out of nothing. That's out of nothing. Like, in the game, when I saw that happening, I didn't think it was going to come out to nothing because how many times we've seen him this year take those shots and it just doesn't do anything, right? Like, it goes straight to keeper, strong but straight to keeper. This time he winds up and it goes fucking missile to a second pole. Nothing the goalie could do. Nothing the goalie could do with that one, man. It's low. It's away
Dude,
from
that
you.
fool, he could have shot from midfield and it would have gone in.
Probably.
Like the type of night he was having.
Probably. And boom, there you have it. Hat trick Zlatan. 2 goals away from Vela.
The pass though. The pass to Zlatan. The
Remind
first time
Oh
pass.
yeah, that
Was
shit
it?
dirty, bro.
It was
Efra.
Efra.
Oh, was
First time
it?
in midair. Oh my
oh,
god.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right.
Oh,
Yeah, yes.
what a pass.
Yes. Yeah, and
Yeah.
it was cross too, right? Yeah, you're right.
Mhm.
Yeah, man. Look, finally. I've been waiting for that from Efra the whole fucking season, so finally.
Yeah.
I want to go there. And I'm gonna talk shit about him right now too.
Celebration, though.
I'm gonna talk shit about him right now too. But listen, to me that goal comes out of nothing. I didn't expect that from the scorer, but he scores a hat trick. He goes up to 26 goals for the season. That's 2 more than
Celebration.
yep. Listen, that's 2 more than Pescadito. So now he's the guy with the most goals scored in a single season for the LA Galaxy. My man's in the books for the Galaxy. No matter what happens at the end of this year, if he comes back, he doesn't come back. My man is in the books for the LA Galaxy from now on going forward, and it's gonna be hard. Listen, when do you guys recall when Pescadito set the record? 2004, 2005, 2005, right? I think it's 2005.
02? 04?
No, I think it was 05. Regardless, that record
I'll
had
fact
been
check you right now.
that record had been standing for over 10 years, right? And we're talking about
Over.
we have the likes of Landon Donovan, we have the likes of Robbie Keane. They couldn't get to that mark of scoring more than 24 goals in a single season. Zlatan's done that in 25 games. I think that's what it is.
25, I think.
I hate Zlatan sometimes, but then he could do shit like that. This season, I feel like it's been a shit season for him, but he has 26 goals this season.
Shit season. And
Who
26 goals.
Who the fuck am I, right? Like, who the fuck am I to be saying he has shit season when he scores 26 goals for my team? But that's the type of player he is, at least in my eyes. He could do a lot of wrongs, but then he could put it in a hat trick. 7-1 at this point. I mean, It was
Then they had
euphoria.
a kickoff glitch too, huh?
Yeah. Listen, but to me, like that was euphoria though. Like 7-1 at home after the a couple months we had. Yo, it was a different level for me. I was mad hyped about that. And then like myself was saying, we had a
It
kickoff
was in
glitch.
2002.
2002.
Yeah, his first season.
Jesus, 17
God
years.
damn.
17 years that
Yeah,
record
you're right.
stood. 17 years the record stood. And then Zlatan is the only one that's broken it. Can't we could say a million things about Zlatan, but
And
whatever.
like you said, the likes of Robbie Keane, the likes of David Beckham, the likes of Landon Donovan. We've
Yeah.
had some names
Yeah.
that could have been able to break this.
Nobody couldn't stop Zlatan. So man, you got to tip your hat off to Zlatan, though, because my man is up there in the record books for the Galaxy now, and potentially could be up there in the record books for the MLS. We'll see.
My
You
man
also-
had a Kobe celebration. He had that go into this crowd and then do this shit. Oh man, all the pictures that I've seen from that celebration, the different angles and everything.
He needed the confetti though, man.
Yeah.
He needed the
Oh,
confetti.
yeah,
He
the
should
Kobe
have done it
confetti.
on the other side, on
Say
the
get the
other
With
confetti.
side,
us.
Yeah.
because that's where the confetti
Yes.
falls.
Yeah, man, but that's dope. And to finish it off, like myself was saying, we had a kickoff glitch. We just checked out at that point, and I can see that. I mean, you're winning 7-1. Like I can see how you couldn't like it's over, right? We gave him way too much space. Gutierrez gets enough space to wind up, take a shot. The shot looked good, right? Because I didn't realize it was deflected until I saw the replay. The shot looked good, but Stairs put his foot out there. He put his foot out there, and it kind of deflects up.
It hit his
And
back, I think.
No, I hit
Nice
his,
foot.
I hit his. He had his hands behind his back,
Here.
and
Oh,
it hit his
okay.
like the back of his shoulder or
on me.
I bet you a
something.
shot.
On me. That's like good. I'll take your word for it. But yeah, man, they got to go. Nothing Bingham can do for that one. Nothing Bingham can do in that one. You know what I mean? And the game ends 7-2. Before we finish off,
To that, hold on, to that. 7-2 and Bingham still complaining at his defenders. And I'll fucking take that. He gave Daniel Sturridge a mouthful, and Daniel Sturridge like, it hit my back. Like what can I do about it? If you're winning 7-2 and as a goalie, I know you don't want to get scored on. I know you're clean sheets listen, we could be winning 7-0 and one person gets scored on, you're mad because about your clean sheet. But shout out to Bingham, he still has that fight. He still has that in it.
and some of the blocks he made this game, bro. Like there was one in the second half that was like on the line. It was on the line, and he drove back and got it out. Some of the saves he made this fucking this game top notch. So like as much credit as we give everybody out in the field who made this place happen, who scored these goals, who worked hard, you got to give it up to Bingham too, because Bingham kept in this game 7-2 scoreline. And again, I said easily it could have been 7-5, 7-6, right? I think we always win this game, but it could have been a wild ass scoreline where they scored a lot of goals too, because that's the type of game was. They definitely had good looks. Let me talk about something real quick. I've been on here, especially last week. I went on a rant and I said we're bitching about the refs, we're bitching about this and the other, but we should bitching about us because we don't finish our chances. We can't put those shits away. We have 3-4 opportunities and we come out with none of them. We deserve to lose that game because we can't finish our shots, right? This game is wild. We took a total of 21 shots, right? 13 of them on target. We scored 7 goals. That's a bit over better than 50%,
It's wild.
right?
50% in any sport is amazing.
Yo, that
Any
ratio,
sport.
I'll take it. You know what I mean? And I say this to bring this up. On Twitter, mad people were bitching about a missed call. Something got
We
tripped.
have a question about it.
On everywhere, man.
All right,
we have a question about it.
We're probably gonna answer it right now because I want to bring this up, right? So last week we are bitching about the refs being fucked up, and I agree. But I said we had 3, 4, 5 chances that we didn't score, right? At a 50% ratio, we probably would have won that game. This game, again, we had 21 shots in total, 13 of them on target. We scored 7 goals out of those, right? That's a bit over 50%. So yes, the ref missed the call, but did it matter? Right?
If we would have been losing, that shit would have been the
Yeah,
number
it
one
would've
thing.
been.
Yeah.
Listen, but my whole argument is that yes, the refs do fuck up sometimes, but we have the opportunities to take it out their hands. It doesn't matter if the ref fucks up, right? Because we scored 7 fucking goals, so it doesn't matter what the ref does. It doesn't fucking matter. We could have won 8-2, right? Cool, but we won 7. We won 7-2. The team could do this and take it away from anybody's hands, not relying on whoever wants to do anything. Because we have the opportunities and we have the talent to score 7 fucking goals. Given KC kind of crumbled in front of our faces, They
Because Wednesday, no need to interrupt again, but Wednesday, if we get those 3 goals in, dude, that game's over.
that's
No
what I'm
one's
saying.
talking about anything other than that.
Yeah,
That Colorado's
already
done.
said
So
that.
yeah, so
Yeah.
just like this, like if we don't score these goals, we lose 1-0. Everybody's bitching about the fucking foul.
Yeah, and that's it. And my argument with that, my beef with that is the fact that we have the talent, and we displayed that this week. We displayed that yesterday with a 7-2 victory. Um, you guys got anything else you want to talk about the game, actual game things before we talk about the stands? Because the stands were awesome too.
Um,
Um.
I'm gonna just talk about like the players like coming in form. Legit. Antuna, I think it's also like it's just going with playing with the national team, dude. The consistency of them playing. We've seen Legit play at this level before, not this year necessarily, but in the past, and it's all going that just injuries fuck up these players, man.
Yeah,
When these players are getting consistent playing time, the benching of Benny in the past right now, I think has helped this fool to be like, no, I need my position back to play better, and it's gonna make the team better
For
all around, dude. Go ahead.
So, to your point, right before Seva got injured, he was playing the best soccer that we've ever seen. Like we were like,
Hmm.
oh damn, the fact that we have him. So that's a really good point.
yeah,
Yeah, he would have been a big push for the World Cup squad during that year if he didn't go down. You know what I mean? But it's just this playing time, dude. And it's like us, man. When we go out there, we don't play for 2 3 months. We go step on the field, we suck balls, man. You know what I mean? It's just
Chill,
consistency, dude. I want to see you when you go back. I'm gonna go watch you.
chill.
no, I agree, and again, I think the biggest the biggest showcase of that is Antuna, right?
Oh,
He's mentioned it. He's mentioned before that he's loving his time in LA because he's getting opportunity to fuck up, right?
Yeah.
He's getting that, and that's translating over to him getting called up onto the international team. He's playing in Mexico consistently now, right? Something that he hadn't done before, and he was out in Europe before. He came to us. He's getting his time. He's playing. He's scoring goals in Mexico, and now we're seeing those fruits pay off for our team, for our club, because
Yep.
his attitude this game, you've seen it. He wanted that. Listen. He got the pen, and if he doesn't get the pen, that's probably a goal, because that was the right move to
Yeah.
do. He was,
Yeah.
heads up play. He got there after the deflection, scores a goal. A lot of that is credit to him just being consistently playing both nationally and with the club.
dog, take the
Back to
goal.
the. Uh-huh.
Take the
Come
goal
on.
away for Antuna. Dog, this game hit his swagger on the ball, bro. Like him running at defenders, taking them on, cutting in. Everything Antuna was doing, at least for the most part in the second half, dog, I was seeing. I could see why he made that jump to Europe, or why team saw something in him, because this is
Yeah.
the best version of Antuna that I've seen, and it's crazy. Like,
He was
yo,
beating players one on one, even
uh,
without the speed. Without the speed.
he was getting tackled and everything. Like he was
Yep.
drawing
Yep.
fouls everywhere. Like I was really impressed with Antuna. There was one where the ball looks like it was gonna go out of the at the end line for a corner, and he didn't let it go out, and he fought that.
It's
And
that
the
the extra
defender,
effort, man.
Yeah,
yeah, like
yeah.
man, Antuna really impressed me this game. And if he keeps it up, I'm hoping like he could be our extra in playoffs.
To cap off all the players, I can't tell you enough how much I love seeing their celebrations and them holding the crest and then putting it out.
Yeah.
Antuna is one of them. Giovanni, Jonathan's one of them.
Leggett.
Leget's one of them.
Corona.
Keechan's one of them. Corona's one of them. Dog, like
They're all playing for the club.
like that.
Dude, I
They're
think
playing for
the
the
fact
club.
that's a GBS thing, dude.
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
he's
so, too.
having that.
Yes.
Yo, this you play for
There
the
you go.
team. You don't play for yourself because we haven't seen this in a few years.
No,
Yeah, man. No,
just
this.
like the yellow Van Dams, like that's it. But that's
Yeah.
instilled in them. That's something that they come with. GBS is the philosophy that he brings to the club. Obviously, you might not get into players like Zlatan. They already had their set ways. They've been doing this forever, type of shit. But the young players, the ones that the ones this coach is influencing, I'll take it. To see those celebrations like that is beautiful.
They're buying into the club and I love that shit.
Yeah.
All right. So last
Hold
thing.
on, one more. I got one more.
Go for it. Go
Nah,
for
Real
it.
nah,
quick,
let's do this, dog.
nah.
Go for it. Go for it.
Y'all are hating on my
Yeah.
boy, but second
Ooh.
half, Ro Felcher, fire as fuck.
Mm,
Hey, Rolf Felcher, I have nothing bad to say about him this game at all. At all. I don't have anything bad to say about him, except you're an idiot for saying that he really wanted to make that cross.
Or intentionally
Like
cross
you
that
would
way.
say
Make it,
All right,
put,
hey, all right,
put,
move forward.
Nah, do an IG poll. Do an IG poll.
If
Shot
you
to what?
lose,
Shot to
double or
what?
We
nothing.
take a
Shots.
shot. We take a
Double or
shot.
nothing.
We take a
Double or
shot.
nothing.
You gotta take your other shot right now,
No,
though.
no, no, no.
No, not
You
right
already
now.
lost that
Nope, no,
one.
it's not right now.
All
Okay,
right.
what's
You already
the
lost that one.
All
Put it
right.
on poll.
Listen.
Cool.
So here, I can't imagine giving a zero of the game for anybody. Right? I can't imagine a 7-2 victory. I can't imagine giving a zero of the game for anybody. What I do want to say is I want you to give me your best player or your best two players of this match.
Oof. That's hard. That's hard. You
David
have to
Bingham.
give Zlatan. You have to give Zlatan. That's a good argument. It's debatable. David Bingham could be one of those, but to me, it'd be Zlatan and Leggett.
Angel just texted me. He said David Bingham.
There you go.
What you got on my side? What you got, Chris?
I let Chris go first.
I'll say I'll give it to Pavon, man. It's like the unsung hero, bro. Like it's that guy. His runs and dude, like the way he defends too, man. Like he fully runs 100% back to get that defense back
Yeah.
in. Also,
Yep.
dude, it's Pavon. Like I said at the beginning of the pod, dude. It's just another level, man. Like he playing like me when I was like 10. You know.
Yep. My side, what you got?
I'm shit. This one's tough. I'm gonna give it to my two wingers. I'm gonna go Pavone and Antuna. Those are my players of the game right there.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with Legend and Corona. I really
Ooh.
like Corona's
And-
game. I really like
Yeah, he
Corona's
had a
game.
really good game.
And
He
Legit
had a
was,
really good game.
and you know maybe it's because we haven't seen this too often from them, and I take Slatan for granted because Slatan had scored a hat trick and it was a great hat trick. But Corona had a game. I was really impressed defensively and the way he was willing to attack. And then Legit, I can't say enough, man. I was like again, I celebrated his goals a lot because I was so happy to see. I was so happy to see get rewarded for the hard work he had this game. So those are my two players of the game. Again, I don't think I could have been upset with any choice in this game because I think the team itself had a fucking game. So we're doing that. Before we move on to straight from the fans, I want to talk about the stands because the stands were fucking ridiculous, yo. One thing that brought me a lot of joy was seeing all those fucking Central American flags.
Oh,
Seeing all Central
beautiful.
American flags, like, and not only Central American flags either. Like, my Mexican flags were out there too, and it was just one giant movement, and it was fucking amazing. And because I think we're winning in I mean, that goes without saying when we put in more work in the stands. It's just the way we built. But man, the stands were fucking amazing. They're so amazing that they gave out on us, and the first row broke again. Uh,
Yo, I didn't know that.
didn't see that?
I said no.
Is
I
that where
don't know.
Rooney fell?
what?
Is
That
that
were-
where
Nah, Rooney.
Yeah, Rooney
is-
fell multiple times. Rooney was
Rooney.
yeah, Rooney's.
You know why you didn't notice, George? You're a top boy now, dog. You capo as fuck.
Yo, let me go into that. Yo, the second half, because the first half was exhausting, especially for the guys leading us. When the second half started, and because it was so packed to get in there, Glenn and Dean and Rob weren't there. So the few of us up there. There was a few of us up there leading the chants, and my man George, yo, he took the initiative and climbed up there, and he put in work. To me, I met both Angel and George coming into ACB. When they came into ACB, I gave them some bullshit about what they needed to do to be part of ACB, and they did that. But now I've seen both Angel and George lead that section, and the section the way it was. Oh man, that was. Listen, on some real shit though, like on some real shit, I was mad proud to see that, and the fact that everybody fuck with George too, though. You know what I mean? Nobody, everybody except for Chente, because Chente's a rude motherfucker. But
Hey, did you guys get a picture with Chente fool? That fool's gonna be gone for like another 6 months when he gets banned again.
listen, it's fine. He's a myth, and nobody really knows if it's true or not. You know. But yeah, look, listen. Shout out to George because that show was dope. Though.
Nah, hey, that shit was really dope. Everyone on that side was just vibing. It was so dope. My voice is gone. Glenn, I told Glenn like, yo, the 70th minute hit, and I was like, I don't know how the fuck you guys do this. My head's hurting, my head's pounding. He's like, yo, so he's like, breathe into your mouth. You're yelling from. I don't know what the fuck he said. I missed every single fucking goal in the second half, but I celebrated it like I scored that shit. That shit went. Hey, my bad. Shout out to E-Man too. I whacked him with the megaphone on one of the celebrations. He was next to me, and I looked, and I was like, "Hell yeah, let's go!" And whack.
Poor even.
But hey, shout out to everybody. The stands were fucking cracking. I'm not just saying that because I was Capo. I think hands down one of my favorite times in the stands. One of the loudest. Everyone was vibing. Everyone was going crazy. Like legit, one of my favorite games of all time. If you missed this game, you heard us on TV.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
not saying you
Oh,
missed
oh
out, but you
yeah,
heard us
dog.
on TV. I replayed that shit. Oh my god, the best thing I've.
Yo,
It's beautiful, and when you see certain games, oh, they're mic'd up, this and that. Nah,
Nah,
we were legit. 90
Wait,
minutes.
y'all not mic'd up? Swear,
man.
swear.
Which thinks is the other things that it stank. No, but listen, the
And my bad
stands.
if I can't curse. The first thing that I said is, "Hey, wake the fuck up!" And then
And then you looked around. Can I curse?
yeah, I was about to get kicked out. I'm traumatized. The front row got me traumatized. I was about to get banned.
Palacio said the stands literally cracked, and the shirt did, yo. It was stupid too, because once they cracked, when it cracked, everybody had beers in their hands, so like that shit just kind of went everywhere, right? And plus, celebrating 7 goals, beers go everywhere, right? So by the end of the game, it was a slippery slope. All the stands, the first 5 stands were just slippery slope, dog. I was just fucking trying to keep my balance the whole time, but the fucking stands cracked. So thank you very much. Everybody was there, man. Y'all put in work. It was fucking amazing. We got 2 more home games.
Yeah.
We got 2 more home games, right?
Saturday the 21st and Sunday the 29th.
Yo, keep that same fucking energy. Keep that same fucking energy. Like, yo, everybody who was there, get out there for the next couple games. Bring a buddy, bring them together. Let's make that shit crack. Because if we just listen, for what it's worth, 6 points it has to be in the bag, right? I think we get more than 6 points, but I'm talking about 6 points. The 2 home games they have to be in the bag, and we have to be out there putting in work like we did this Sunday. And yo, we can lead this team into fucking playoffs. Let's go. That being said, let's get into questions because I know we got quite a few questions.
You know what I mean? We're still fucking up big, bro. I think the scores are gonna be 2-0 Galaxy.
I mean, we did better than I expected.
Fuck San Jose.
Fuck Levels FC. Fucking G's are gonna be coming on top, right?
All right, let's get into some questions.
All right, for sure. Let's start off with Instagram. Maryland MDP says thoughts on the new Capo Jorge.
Yep.
Hey,
Big shout. Big
she was
ups.
one of the ones that like, yo, what are you doing, my man? And then like, after shot, yo, that shit was dope. But, hey, shout out Maryland too. She went off. Eddie from Nag News says after yesterday's performance, will we? This is a popular question. Would we stick with Fabio, Seba, and Corona?
Shit, man.
I could say that we did not miss my boy Fabio this last game, so
It's
that's a
accurate.
tough one. I'm not a coach, so GBS, make your call, dog. Don't be on that
Nah,
bullshit.
I want
with,
you.
people
No,
stories.
I want.
What's
you
your
to
thought? Yeah, give us your
exist
thought.
because you're very big on Fabio. So I want you to let.
If Leggett plays like he played this past game, going forward, not giving a fuck about passing back, then I'm sticking to Jet. But if Leggett gives me in the camera what he was giving me a couple games back, then I want Fabio because Fabio goes forward all the time.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. Because
Yeah.
if we could resemble what we did this game, I don't want to change that. If,
Yeah.
if we could do what we did this game, I don't want to change that at all. What do you mean? You know what I mean? It's fucking. It was probably the best performance. No, it was the best performance of the whole season. So it's
You
hard.
know what? Me, knock on wood, I want Fabio to be well rested. Take the Saturday off. I want to see the same lineup work again. I want to see if it was a one-time thing or what happens if we want to change something. So if he's not 100% by Wednesday or Thursday, I'd rather GBS say, you know what, take another week off just in case. So it's kind of what happened with Stairs. We'll kind of pay to play type of thing.
Yeah, I'm down with that. Chris, you got any thoughts on that?
I think
Fall asleep on this.
Nah, I think it's gonna cause a good problem to have in the future with our
Yep.
midfield.
Yeah, man.
You know, especially with Drini coming back, it's gonna have everybody pushing, you know. And I mean, I don't knock on wood, man, but if a player goes down, we're gonna usually have someone step right in. So that I'll take
Quality
whoever
too.
plays.
Quality
You know
too,
what I
right?
mean? Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
well, not even that. Picture this: playoffs, the Jets starting, Drini's back. We're down a goal or whatever, and we need a spark off the bench. Yo, let me take out Corona, slide in a Jet who's offensive. Throwing Fabio in there. Let's say we need a little more speed. Take out Drini or Pavon or whatever the case may be. You throw in Antuna. Dog, those are good fucking. Those are
Yeah,
legit subs to have
Yeah,
coming off the bench. Those are
quality,
game changers.
I'll
quality.
Well,
take
at least
it.
for me,
I'll take it.
Antuna I think could be a game changer, especially if he plays the way he played the last game. And I think
Mhm.
Fabio's a game changer because he could find you at any given moment.
Listen,
Uh,
and unpopular opinion right now. If Antuna could put a string of 3 games like this, right, it's gonna be a hard call. Who are you starting? Somebody who's in form or somebody
Rini's coming.
yep.
who's coming? Somebody's
Also,
coming up with
so
injury.
so
That's
so we're
I'm
that
glad you said
segues
that,
to our
Doug,
next
'cause
question. So that segues to our next question. Los Galacticos, bro. So with Alessandrini in the midst of making his return, who starts and who gets benched?
Yeah.
I think to your point, if Antuna carries this rhythm into the next 3 games, there's no way that we have to bench this guy. There's no way. You have to let Alessandrini get back into rhythm, and that's not by starting him. You don't take the confidence away from Antuna like that.
Yep. Yeah. Yep.
well,
100%.
back to Rudy's point. If Antuna plays the way he played that second half, like consistently for the G's, I don't think Drini benches him.
Yeah.
I'll be straight up with you.
Yeah.
I don't
It,
think Drini.
it depends what junior we have, right? And for what it's worth, he's not in game rhythm, right? Even if he's back,
Yeah.
even if he's fit as fuck,
Run it.
even if he's fit as fuck, he's not in game rhythm. And we saw it. I mean, even the start of the season, we saw it, right? The first couple games were trash, and then you saw him picked it up, and then he goes down to injury. So yeah, there's definitely a case for fucking for Antuna to keep that role and have Alessandrini come off the bench. Which can you imagine that though? Having Alessandrini off the bench. Come on, that's not.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? Like, come on. All right.
All right.
I like it. I like it.
There you go. Galaxy Outlaw says with the result, what do we do the next game? Start Fabio or play the 3 amigos and rest them? I think we kind of touched on it. Hopefully he's not 100%. We need to rest him and then we'll see.
Even if he isn't, though, I wouldn't play him.
Yeah,
Coming off an
I'd
injury,
much
that's
rather.
fair. That's fair.
Yeah, I'd
Mhm,
much
just
rather
rest,
hold
dude.
them off and wait.
Especially like right now, we're flying high Saturday night back here at home. I mean, just rest, dude. Like we'll take care of it. I think if we hopefully continue doing what we're doing.
And if he's ready, he's a piece off the bench.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's a piece off the bench. All right, what else we got, George?
Los Galactic Bros. So in your own individual opinions, is Zlatan the greatest MLS player of all time?
False.
All right, here's what I say. Here's what I say. Right, I think coming into the league and what he's done, not necessarily taking his trajectory, but just what he's done in the league, he's up there. And again, I'm not his number one fan, right?
Okay.
But if this team would have been any better, I mean, look at what the team is becoming right now. What the support is becoming. We've seen it, right? Even if the games haven't been a result, we've seen how good we could play, right? If we could have had that like from the jump, I think would have been like I think we could have gone, further. And last year we never made playoffs, made a run for it. This year we'll see where it ends up. I think he is easily because some of the things he does to MLS defenders is just stupid, right? And then we look at but if he doesn't do anything this season, I think he's in the same vein as Henry, where he was a great player. Even when he came, he did amazing things.
Yeah.
But he was a great player because of the trajectory, not necessarily for what he did for MLS.
Yeah.
So really
So,
based
so
on
do you
this,
think? So do you think that that championships correlate with greatest of all time?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
So
my
my personal opinion, we're talking about the greatest of all time, and this man has been here for a year and a half, and we're putting up against the names of Robbie Keane. How long was Robbie Keane here for?
Yeah, but Robbie Keane did it from the get-go too.
Okay, but how long has Robbie Keane been? I'm not fighting for or against them. I'm just saying, if you're comparing two, we're comparing apples to oranges right now.
Not me. I don't agree with that.
So if we're talking about if he's the greatest of all time in a year and a half in, you have to take a step back. I understand Robbie Keane got us on titles. Listen, to me, he's the greatest Galaxy player of all time.
Who, Keane?
Easy. Robbie Keane.
Yeah.
Yeah, Robbie Keane.
Listen.
So now we're talking MLS. And to me, the Galaxy have had the better players in all of MLS.
I
So
think so.
How many? By any chance, Massa, Drogba? How many goals did Drogba have when he was here?
I don't know.
By any chance? Was he a top
I didn't pay
scorer? I
attention.
don't remember.
I think it was one season. He was. I think one season
One
was.
season, right?
Yeah, or he
Because
was fighting for that.
that to me that's kind of comparing not necessarily Zlatan Drogba, but as a forward, Drogba is a beast, dude. So if you're gonna compare like top scorers like that, they're like that's where I kind of put him as well. You know what I mean?
Well, here's my thing though, right? Like, because I'm having a hard time discussing it with these the best MLS player ever is because he doesn't have a chip on him, right? He hasn't won a chip with us, and I think if you're gonna be best MLS player ever, it has to be backed up with a chip, right? If we're just talking about like is the name itself one of the best players to ever come to MLS,
Yeah.
then I think that's an easy call, and it's probably gonna be yes, right? Because look at his fucking trophy case.
So,
Look at his
I
Chris,
present
think
case.
to answer your question, Chris,
trajectory wise, I think only if we put everything that player's done, I think the only player better than Zlatan would be Henry.
Yeah,
And then
and
and,
Drogba too.
but,
Drogba's up there too. He got
Chris,
fucking
to answer your
Champions
question,
League,
in
Champions League
2015, 2015, Drogba had 12 goals. In 2016, he had 11 goals. So in his MLS career, in 2 years, he had 23 goals.
Okay.
Listen, I think if we're talking about just trajectory or best players to ever come to MLS, you put Henry, you put Drogba, you put Zlatan because of their legacy, right? The one thing the three of them have in common, and Zlatan is still up in the air, is no chips. They didn't win it. They didn't win a chip in MLS. So can you really say that the best players in MLS? To me, you can't, right? Because you could be the best player to come to MLS, but the best player that ever played for MLS, if you don't have a chip, you can't say that to me, in my opinion.
Hey,
Cause
Fernando, I could argue that with you about Henry wasn't that good here. I disagree
No,
with
Henry
you, but
was good.
that's another pod.
It was great.
Yeah.
That's another. We'll have that
So
conversation in person. If you
someone
want to
that's
throw
playing
hands.
good right now that I think that's gonna maybe give him 2 3 years that's gonna be also a top scorer is Nani, dude. Look what Nani's doing with Orlando. You know, there's nobody in that team really.
Yep.
You know, and Nani's out there carrying that team, putting that team on his back too. You know.
Yeah, listen, they had a better season than they had last year, and that's all Nani. So I agree with you.
All right. Well, we don't know. To answer your question, Evelyn says Jorge Capo as fuck.
Fuck yeah.
What does this team need to do to keep this momentum going?
Win.
Yeah. Listen,
Don't underestimate your opponent. Keep
Get
the
punched in
rhythm
the face first.
and believe in your team. Believe in your teammates. Believe in your teammates because I think that's what we need to do.
listen.
Nah, let me make it easier.
For-
Put away your chances.
Yeah. At 50%
Accurate as
ratio.
fuck.
50% ratio. Let me put every other goal in. Put every other opportunity.
Hat trick, Ibra every game, and we win.
Here, I'll say this much,
Done that
right?
in tight games.
I'll say this much. If the Galaxy come out this Saturday and put a performance half as good as this Sunday's,
We win.
yo, it's a problem. It's a problem for the whole league. If they could put in a half a performance, if they could get a 3-1 victory on Sunday, yo, it's a problem. It's a problem because now you're catching fire. It's a problem for
Too
the
bad
whole
we're
league.
scoring 10.
I'll take it. But I'm saying, give me 3 and I'm happy.
All right. Los Galactic Bros, shout you out. 3 questions. So should Romney stay in the starting lineup over people?
It's a question. Oh, listen. It's a
That's
fucking question.
that's an easy answer for me. Yes, because people's been the weakest point in our defense so far.
Over Shelvick? I don't know about that.
We could argue, babe. Put the numbers up. I could bet you people's had more influence than us taking else and show.
Hey, oh no, you tripping. You're tripping.
No, I'm not bugging.
You're tripping. You're
Not
tripping
bugging.
hard. Here's the question though, right? What does defense look like this Saturday? Rolf got a fucking yellow card accumulation.
He's suspended.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, he's suspended.
So what does that look like for this Sunday?
We'll
Saturday.
get into the
Araujo.
tailgate. We'll get
Yeah,
into
we'll
the
talk.
tailgate.
We'll talk about it in
Damn, I didn't know
in
that.
tailgate, but yellow card accumulation. So defense definitely gonna change a little bit for this Saturday, but we'll talk about it more on the tailgate.
Since I won't be on the tailgate, I'll say that we're gonna miss his awesome centers. So that's my input.
Make that poll. Make that poll, George. I want to see.
Relax. Bitch, I've been in front of you the whole time. What the fuck you want me to do?
You on your phone, baby?
All right.
Reading the questions.
Let's go.
All right, next
Let's go.
question.
Keep it moving.
From Madam Serrano saying, ¿Quién tiene sed de la mala? All right, Eleazar House asked, do we stick with the Galactic Triangle? Jonathan Dos Santos. Damn, I missed Gio. Fuck. John
do.
Dos Santos, Joe Benny, and Seba, or do we go back to the show home Fabio? And I think we've answered it. If Fabio's hurt, let him rest. We could happily try this out again.
Yep.
Chris,
Now we have to try it out.
all right.
Yeah, just use it again. If don't mess with what's not broken.
AI Lopez says, "How good is Diego Polenta? In my opinion, he's a beast. And who would you bring back in at left back for 2020?" So two-part question. One's not
Start
a
Polenta.
question.
Let's
Well,
start
one is a
Polenta.
question.
Let's
How
start
good do
Polenta.
you like Polenta?
He's
Do you
alright.
start Polenta on the left back?
No, no, man. He.
Uh,
Listen, next year if Slata's not here, Jonah's getting the captaincy. My vice captain is Polenta. That's how good he is to me.
And
That's a
we're
good
getting
decision.
Valencia next year too. So.
Antonio? There's a left back.
Mm-hmm. Man, put that fool anywhere. Fool shit.
And then I don't think the question was, do we bring anybody back for left back?
No. Who do you bring
Oh,
in?
somebody.
Shit, I'll take Valencia.
Valencia.
Yeah. Listen, I had this.
But
It's
let's
funny.
the right back.
We'll convert him. It's all good.
No.
Dog,
Listen,
the Galaxy, the Galaxy played Jossie as a right
Here
back.
we
Chill
go.
out.
Listen, it's funny. I had the conversation at work about Valencia, and I don't think Valencia has it anymore for the EPL. But he comes to MLS, I think he's still fucking rock. You know what I mean? It's still-
Ashley Cole. Let me remind you, Ashley Cole.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he can still rock. I'll take that actually.
Hey, Hugo. What up, Juice?
Juice.
Same question as 2 weeks ago. Corona or Seva? Yesterday, they both showed they can go 90, which Fabio can't.
Seba.
Let's do both. How about that?
But if you had to
Accurate.
pick,
If I had to pick, I'll go Seva.
Yeah, same.
Seba.
So, listen, even though Corona made a case for himself this game though. Corona made a case for himself.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not.
They
it's not
both did.
Yep.
Rudy, I want you to answer this one first.
Okay.
True.
Rogue Leader LA. Do you want Zlatan back for 1 year? If not, why?
No,
Shit.
I don't want it back another year because I think
What you said last year, remember?
Yep. I said, and I stay true to that. I stay true to that, man. A lot of games this year, not even a lot of games. A lot of our taxes this year have been handcuffed because we have Zlatan, because we know Zlatan Zlatan's gonna play the way Zlatan plays, no matter what. Like you're not gonna coach him into playing something different, right? I wholeheartedly believe that if we have a mobile striker, a striker that moves from one side to the other side and challenges everything, this team would be more cohesive. So yeah, to me, I listen. Again, I tip my hat off to him today, and he's gonna be a LA Galaxy legend, period, because he's in the record books, and I don't know if anybody will be throwing him anytime soon. But I think we need a mobile striker. My opinion.
We just sat here on this podcast and said because of Zlatan and what he attracts from the defenders opens up for other players.
Yeah.
I'm not debunking anything. Like I respect what you say. My personal opinion is if GBS says he wants him, I want him. It's all up on GBS. Because this is GBS's team. We've always sat here and we said we're building GBS's team. And if GBS tells me we want this man for another year, I trust him enough to know what he's doing for us to have Zlatan. So
That
to
also
me,
goes to if Zlatan wants to stay too.
Yeah.
That fool, he's gone to clubs and doesn't win shit and then bounces 1 or 2 years.
yeah,
too.
no. Of course. Well, given in the opportunity, I think this question is given the opportunity if we could get him back if we want to. Would you, Chris?
I don't know because then with the problem right now we don't have another forward. He makes too much money for one person.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. He's fucking. He's DP. That shit don't count against our. Yeah, don't count against the cap. Right, like, the problem is that we have way too many stupid contracts in our books still, right? So we had to be away with it. But again, listen, and to your point, George, right? The way it works out this year is because we have him, right? I think with different strikers, it's a different look for the Galaxy completely, like 100% completely different, right? Like it's not a one-dimension team without Zlatan, and that's what I'm saying. Don't get me wrong. I dream scenario, right here. I'm gonna split out my dream scenario. We go on a rampage and just fuck everybody until we win the chip.
I'm still waiting to see playoffs Zlatan.
Yeah, listen, that's what I'm saying, right? We go on rampage. Zlatan gets in the next what I think it's 8 games or no, I'm lying to 9 games that we have to play to get an MLS Cup. He scores 9 hat tricks. right? He scores 9 hat-tricks and he walks away with the fucking MLS Cup.
God
And we
damn.
say goodbye to the fucking to the saga, right? Zlatan came in, he fucked the league, he left. Beautiful story. We have a base of a team to build for the next striker that comes in. Dream scenario.
Zlatan wins. Hold on.
Cavani,
Damn,
Cavani
my
should
bad.
be
Go on,
ready
keep
by
going.
then.
Cavani, yeah,
Kun Agüero.
Kun Agüero. No, that's good. That's
Cavani
what.
will tear this ass up here, bro.
And he moves too.
Cavani
He still
already.
moves.
I think Cavani already signed a pre-contract with Miami. I think.
Well, fuck him then.
Yeah.
All right.
And it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to say no to Zlatan for one more year because I'm pretty sure my man's hitting 30 plus goals this season.
Please,
To that,
please.
Masa, I think he wins the scoring title.
Let's
The
Golden Boot.
Boot.
I think he's.
It's
I
hard to
think he
bet.
wins
It's
it.
hard to bet against it. Yeah, I think so
And
too.
he's down
I
right now.
think he's
Is he
gonna-
behind? How many
take it.
goals?
2.
He's only behind
He's
2
behind
goals.
2 goals, and we still have Montreal
So basically,
and Vancouver.
next game, he's gonna hit 29.
I think
And
it's
then
yeah.
and then after that, he still has 3 games to score. I don't know, 10 more goals.
Oh, hat-tricks for the next 9 games. I called it.
All right. Next question.
I dig it. I dig it.
Alexis D says, "Do we think last night was a turning point for us, playoffs or not? Playoffs.
I think playoffs, and I'll see how much of a turning point it is for us this Saturday. Again, if they can replicate half of what they did this Sunday, I think we're money.
All right. Julissa Martinez.
Oh, dog, I want to answer too. Shit.
Chris, what do you think? Do you think we're gonna make playoffs?
I agree
It
with
doesn't matter what you
I
think.
agree with what Rudy said.
All right. Yeah, man. I can't show some voice out like that, yo.
Yo, that was a weird ass rock impersonation, though. I never heard of that.
Rock. Rooney's a rock now. All right. Julissa Martinez asks, "What's the deal with the Riel Antuna Macy's meetup on Sunday? Anyone have any info on that?"
No, I do not. I even heard about this.
Yeah, you
I've seen it.
What Macy's?
Uh,
Maywood. some shit
Montebello.
like that. No,
Montebello.
close enough. Close enough. That's gonna be dope. I mean, he's cool. He's a cool kid.
Another part of LA.
Yeah.
Chris, what do you think about this?
It's cool.
Say it with your chest. Come on, kid. Glenn 121 says, "Did Romney make a case for himself to be in the starting lineup after last night's results? Does this cement the back four for GBS?" Chris, answer this one because you have a good take about this back four.
Nah, fool, I don't like the defense. Fool. I don't even look at attacking players, dog.
What did you say when we first started? That you just rolls the dice.
Oh yeah, true, that too. Let me rewind it and hear it again.
Um,
No, I'll answer it. It's you have your 2 key players that aren't gonna fucking move. You know what I mean? Polenta and Steers. Everything else is just like you just pray and hope that they work out as the season ends.
yeah. Listen, I don't think he cemented his place as a left back, but he definitely threw his name in the hat. You know what I mean? He's definitely up for consideration for that spot. Because Shelvick, again, like, me and Mazda bump heads on this, but I don't rate fucking Shelvick at all. Like, I don't, like, if I can have him off my team, I would.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, we could
Me
bump heads
too.
on that. We could bump heads on that. You know
Me
what I mean?
too.
But we'll see.
But this is something that GBS needs to figure out ASAP because you're not gonna switch up your left back or throw Polenta back there during playoffs. Like you want the same back four, period. So I for sure feel like Polenta has a spot. I for sure feel like Daniel Steres has a spot. I for sure feel like Rolf is a starter from here on out. After that yellow card, I think he comes back and that right back position is his. That left back is gonna be an issue because you're gonna play Dave Romney, you're gonna play Chubbuck. You're not playing people out there.
No.
And I sure as hell don't feel comfortable you moving Polenta out of CB for people. So it's gonna be Dave Romney or Chubbuck, and I feel like Dave Romney, if he repeats the performance he had against KC this next week, then I think he might be that
Locked
person
in.
to take us. Yeah, he might be that person to lock it in right before we go on that final push.
I
I'm
dig
okay
that.
with that.
I dig that a lot. All right.
Hey George, I can answer your question. You asked about Macy's, about the players. I've been to one when they had it here at the South Bay Macy's. I met who was it like a few years ago, and it's like meeting them at Nikki Sports. Dude. They just have a table set up. You show up, take a picture, get something signed, and that's it. It's real simple. Not a lot of
You
people
don't
show up to them.
you don't need to buy anything or
Nah,
anything.
nah, not for that.
There you go,
I've
Jimmy.
been to
So
one. I've been to one.
all right.
I met Ricketts at La Curazao
Yeah.
on Union.
Oh, yeah.
I met
That's that TV.
Curazao.
You're still. Hey, they tricked you to buying a TV, huh?
No. It was tight because they were like Chris saying there wasn't a lot of people, right? So we met him. We were chilling there talking to him with like ACB scarf, and then there was a stack of fucking Pollo Campero fucking coupons right there.
Oh man,
And
the
there was
good old
nobody there.
days.
Yeah, nobody there. So look, I took listen. I legit had Pollo Campero for like 2 weeks straight though. You know what I mean? Because
That's nice.
I took a little bitch. Yeah. All right, let's go
All
on.
right. Alejandro stage underscore stage G says, "Do you guys think we have better first halves or second halves? That halftime talk must have been really motivated for the players."
You can't answer that. You
It's
can't answer that, dog.
I think
we
it's
record
how the
every
team
week.
wakes up.
We record every week about the Galaxy, and there was a time here where we didn't know what the fuck was gonna happen anymore. I don't know what this team is. I just want the second half team. I want them forever.
Yeah.
All right. Manny Serrano 05 says, "Do you guys think we need to take advantage of Antuna's speed more on the wing?"
I,
I'm fine with the way he played because I think when we only use his speed, we limit him.
yeah. No,
Oh, it's because. Oh, go for it, Rudy.
listen. Last Thursday I said when we play down the middle and ping Antuna and ping Pavon in attacking positions with space, we get the best out of them, right? And the times that we got space this time, we found them out wide. We found them in attacking positions, and we've seen the best of them. So keep doing that. Whether that's out wide or they're making a diagonal run inside the box, whatever it is, let it run through the middle, and then find them in attacking positions. Right? Like
Yeah.
I don't want to see Antuna getting the ball in between halves, right, or neutral positions. I want him always in the attacking end and always driving, right. I want both of them. I want Antuna and fucking Pavon always driving. That's what I want to see.
All right. Last question comes from Alex Gonzalez. Alex, you're great. We've answered it, but I still want to get it out here. Do we continue to play Jonado Santos, Corona, and Leggett, and leave Fabio Alvarez out? A very popular question, but I think we're all in unison here that if Fabio's hurt, we leave him out, and then we have to try this lineup one more time to see if it was just a one-time thing or they really connect that well, right?
Yeah, 100%. And you know what? And the fact that us as fans are having that question or having that thought, it's a dope place to be for GPS because he has
Mm-hmm.
options now, right? And he has to really figure out like what's my best option for this game. And again, right, I've said it. We've been handcuffed this year with the options off the bench. I mean, how many times have you seen us like being either tied or down a goal, and we look at our bench and it's like Carrasco, Kitchen, like nobody who really can make a difference. And now you're talking about you have three midfielders who could change the game for you. I mean, we saw what these guys did this Sunday. We've seen Fabio turn up and really have stellar games. So yeah,
Yep.
man, there's fucking options, and I'm down with I, trust me, I would have loved to seen this 5 games ago. But it's happening now. We got 5 games left to make this playoff push. So better late than never, in my opinion.
Y'all
Yep.
remember when Traore had that dope ass game and they're like everybody hyped him up and then we were like, nah, chill. We gotta see if he can do it again.
Yep.
And GBS let him do it again and not shit failed. This is what that next game is for having those three players up top. Or I mean having those three players in the midfield and whether because we know Fabio's GBS's guy. Right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So this next game is GBS is gonna repeat Corona, Leggett, and Jonah. I don't doubt it because it worked out. If it works out again, I'm pretty sure Fabio seeing bench. Like
I'm okay
I
with
feel
that.
confident.
I'm okay with that.
Same
though.
thing with Dave Romney. Dave Romney's going left back again next game, and this is his
Earn it.
test. If he
Earn it.
repeats, performs it, it's his spot.
Earn
So
it. Yep.
It's gonna be the exact same thing for.
Yeah.
We'll see next game. We'll see next game.
You get your shot. You got to earn it to keep it. You know what I mean? So I fucks with that a lot. Yeah, we got any more questions, George?
We out. We're done.
All right. Before we take off, last minute shout outs. I want to give a shout out to Chris Afjust, creative director. He was shooting. He was shooting yesterday a lot of the game. Man, my boy. So my other boy Nelson, who most of you guys know, he shoots for ACB. He's telling me that Chris has on fire. So I can't wait to see everything he shot. So big shout out to him. He's on Instagram at I_am Chris with a K. So give him a follow. Big shout out to him for shooting it in for the night. And then one just general shout out to everybody in section 121 yesterday, 122 with the Outlaws, with Galaxians over in the other side. The stadium was nice. That north end was amazing, yo. If we could do that now with the separation next year when we have the full supporters north end, it's gonna be fucking amazing. I can't wait for it. Again, I'll remind you guys and push you guys on Thursday when we do the tailgate. But man, get your ticket for Saturday. Get your ticket for the next home game. We got 2 home games left, and we got to push this team into fucking playoffs as high as we can and get into that bitch on a fucking roar. And with that being said,
Shout out to Marlene and her husband came up, took pictures. They were so dope. I met like 7 people yesterday. Everyone. This guy was one of them. United, LA United. I was mentioning that his team plays with only Galaxy jerseys. The love is beautiful. Y'all motherfuckers are crazy. Y'all so dope. Like it's really dope. The fact that we could just talk Galaxy, we could chop it up halftime, drink a beer before the game. Like that shit's so dope. I appreciate every single one of you guys. I know we do.
Yep. And then you know what? It goes without saying, but Chris, thank you for staying up with us. I know you work early as fuck in the morning, but thank you for coming on with us and backing us up to get a full cast for this episode.
Yeah.
Appreciate your input, and we'll hope to see you with us again at one point or another.
Yeah, for sure,
Yep.
for sure. And then just to piggyback from what you guys are saying, I took 9 coworkers to the game yesterday,
Oh
and,
yeah.
they had a blast. I had one blackout. I had the other ones, 2 other ones making out. So it was definitely a good time for them. They've never seen anything like that. So they had a good time. They're already lining up for the next game. So I'll probably bring them back Saturday again.
That's fucking
That's so
amazing.
sick.
That's
Yeah,
fucking
and
amazing.
other than that, man, hey, thanks to God, man. I've been itching to get on the podcast with you guys and share my thoughts. And anytime you
sick.
need it, man, let me know. Let me know.
For sure, man. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it, Chris.
With that being said, this is another episode of Straight from the Stands. I'm my boy Rudy at I'm Smarts on the gram. I'm Smarts on Twitter. I'm Smarts on Twitch.
This is George J Undefeated 7. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter.
Chris, sign off.
Chris, this is your time. Chris.
Oh, for sure. I need follows, dog. Hit me up on C7, everything. All right, Instagram, Twitter, C707.
Private
That's it.
private Snapchat.
That's the
Yeah,
letter,
private Snapchat.
that's the letter CSAND07. Follow my man. Mazda, sign me off.
Peace, love, and G's up.
Peace.
What it do, baby?